Here we are again. What's up, guys? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the nighttime stream for Wednesday. Woo! We are? Who's here first? Who is here first? Mr. Packology! What? How'd you get here so fast? Javier, what's up? Mr. Javier, Shinobi, Troy, Andy, Toxic Prism, Mike Pettyford, James Beam. It's James Beam. Let's see. All right. Let's start putting the stream together. Nothing's really changed in the last 3 hours. It's the same stuff. Tonight's stream, Prismatic SPC break, Hot Gem 2 boxes, new slab break, question mark, live card shop. We'll just start it there. I like it better when I have a funny thing to say. All right. I have a message request. All right, let's try this. Good. So I've been told that our black and white product is on the way. I've been told that. Hopefully it arrives soon. All right. Alex is here. We're all good. Hello, handsome. He called me handsome. Okay. I don't swing that way, man. I'm not gay. Not anymore. Closing all these. We'll see what our subscribe count looks like. Nice. 97,236. Slowly but surely. We're climbing. We're going to get there. It's going to happen one day. Ugh. Whew. All right. Let me close this up. We're going to just delete this email. We don't need this email. Junk email. Danny St. Amour. Yes. I think Danny St. Amour is all packed up for today. All right. Getting close little by little. How many likes for you to eat a slab? Nah, dude, I ain't doing that. What's this? Something sold? Oh, yeah, I sold a thing. All right. Hello, everybody. Buy a Switch 2 on stream tonight. Nah, I ain't doing that. What are you talking about? There's no games for it. There's no point in buying it right now. Let me tell you what I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy more Pokemon cards. You know what goes up in price? Pokemon. You know what doesn't go up in price and is probably overpriced? Nintendo Switch 2, because it just came out. The longer you wait, the more get produced. All right, fix that camera a little bit. Oh, we got some slabs here. So, the Umbreon is gone. What next? Maybe one of these. We got a Alakazam, a Mew, Sabrina Psyduck, Eevee. Oh, there's some of those. Put these down here. Some cards they rejected, which makes me very sad. Okay. Lesbian, Crown Pikachu, Lily. Oh, Lily would be a good one. She's more like a waifu break. We already got a waifu break. Here's a vintage holographic Dark Weezing. He'd be an interesting one. Set that over there. It has a little price tag on, so no one tries to accidentally buy them. Okay, that's nice. What else do we have? This thing over here. What are these? What the heck is this? Why is this in a baggie? One Switch 2 slab away, please. What? Huh. I think these are abandoned slabs. Okay. Oh, right. We get some abandoned slabs from time to time. Look how old these are. 2020. That would have been abandoned 4 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. Well, depends on when they or how they acquired it. I didn't really see anything there I wanted to set up as a break. I mean, the Lily would be a fantastic break. It's a very special card. The Espeon, maybe, but I feel like we just did Espeon. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. How are you guys tonight? I got a bunch of these. What's good in the hood? In the hood? That's a good question. I don't know much about this so-called hood. Okay. Putting this back. Oh, that could be a pretty cool break. That's a big one, though. You guys don't like big breaks. You guys only like the little breaks. Let's see. This little Hello Kitty's tipping over. It's very annoying. I'm going to just throw these away. Okay, throw that away. Is this plugged in? Let's plug in my cell phone because it's almost dead. All right. I'm looking around. This guy's interesting, isn't he? But I think the problem with this is it got more expensive over time, didn't it? Switch 2 will play old games. Yeah, who's playing old Switch games, though? They all suck. Wow, there's some fast-sounding music. Let's turn it down a little bit. Okay, what if I just want to buy one? So this card has slowly but surely crept up to the $1,000 range, huh? 1,000 chalas. So I'd probably be looking to sell it for like 1.3 in a break. Minus fees. I saw it running a Switch 1 game and it made me realize how overdue it was. Man, I stay in the hood like a transmission. What? That's basically like the size of the Crown Pikachu break. It'd be a second rare candy break. I don't think we're looking for anything so large to be added to the table. See, that one's too big. Like my Pokemon card collection. What do you think I was going to say? Okay, so here's another pile, though. We got a third pile. Lots of piles. We set this aside, maybe? Why did we set that aside? Pikachu, Noctowl. Pichu, that's a good one. I like that Pichu a lot. Dark Raichu, that's a good one. Tyranitar, that's a really good one. Would you guys like a perfect Tyranitar break? Here's Charizard. There's Dark Charmeleon. I saw it running a Switch 1 game, and it made me realize how overdue. I like this Pichu. Pichu's going to be the next one. Pichu it is. We've ran a couple of the Pichus. He's a very cute, very accessible card, meaning he doesn't require like 50 spots to finish. All right. Actually, no, I like this Charizard too, actually. Hold on. We haven't done one of these in a long, long time. Why don't we do one of those? Okay, grabbing that. He used to be more than 1K. The Charizard? Nuh-uh, you're tricking. This guy's always doing tricks. Charizard. 223. Let's take a quick look in a Charizard 223. How's this guy doing? A lot of you guys have been buying the Japanese Black Flame set. I'm liking this one. I'm feeling it. From 2023, we're heading into 2026 soon, so and it's getting older for sure. And he is a Charizard. And you know how it is with Charizards. People just go nuts. Okay, so let's get a calculation going. Divided by 40, 11.9, so 12 spots. That means 13 spots if we do a star spot. stupid sleeve. Ah. Ooh. Good. So you can open a whole bunch of black flame. What's it called in English? Obsidian flame. I wonder why they called it obsidian in English. They didn't want to say black. You can open up a whole bunch of black flame and pull one of these and try to grade it 10, or you can jump into this break. It's already ready to go. Do you like obsidian flames? I do. I think it's a very good set. I think it's a set, at the time that it came out, people, the Charizard didn't go for very much, and people would pull him and be like, well, he doesn't go for very much. But when you really look at him, he's pretty cool. He's like a Charizard of the times, you know. This is a real Scarlet Violet Pokemon. He's got the crystallization behind him. It looks super, super fancy. He's like Charizard VMAX, right? That's how he's going to be remembered. It's a cool card, and I think the price is fitting. I think this is actually a good price. Good time to be picking up one of these. So now you have an RNG way of picking them up. Are we allowed to say black? Asia trying to understand us. Yeah, that could have been it. They could have been advised not to say black. They could have been advised to say obsidian. There it is. Who knows? All right, let's see. We're going to say this is the half moon break. Okay. A half moon. And those are craters on the moon. Okay. Pokemon can't say black, can't say dark anymore. You think that's why we didn't get dark Pokemon? Because they didn't want to use the word dark? Dark Blastoise. I could slab away that Espeon VMAX. He's reserved for breaks only. So that card is particularly for breaks. It is. I've seen SV49 before, around 1400. What? I want him around 1400. He's cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Cheap, cheap. Fun, fun. Okay, and now we can go back into our title, and instead of saying new break, we're going to say new Charizard break. And hit save on that. Cool, man. So we got a couple breaks running. This extremely exclusive Pop 2 EV from 2018. We got a nice Charizard running. Here's more of a niche slab. It's the Lightning Darkrai, only a 1 in 5. The very high-end Rare Candy Pikachu. He's a very hefty, expensive Pokemon. Here's our waifu break. We have, of course, the Pokeball break that will never move. And we've got the Mega break, which has been with us for like well over a month. I think he's been with us a couple months now. So those are all the big slabs right there. We also have this one, you can't see it because it's not here yet. It's Monkey D. Luffy. He's already 6 spots deep. He'll be here, and if he's not broken by then, we'll be able to actually show him off. He'll be nice. Yeah, it'll be nice. All right, so there we go. Lots of options on the breaks. I mean, we are not short on breaks. Really cool stuff. Imagine you took $40 in each of these, and by some like stroke of luck from the gods, you got every one of them. Think about how that would change your life, sort of. But not really. But it would increase your Pokemon collection value by a significant amount. Too bad it's virtually impossible to have that kind of luck. I mean, statistically, it just doesn't happen. Okay, you ready? Even if these were just 50-50 odds, you'd have to flip heads every time. Heads, 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 heads. Nah. And these are way worse odds than what? 1 in 2. This is 1 in 14, 1 in 13, 1 in 5, 1 in 29, 1 in 15, 1 in 13. 1 in whatever this number is, 70. All right, but no, the Charizard's available now, and some lucky soul is going to walk away with a very affordable Charizard, I believe. Okay. Got some great cards up here. That's Groudon. That's Houndoom. Here's a red label card you might be interested in. This beautiful Houndour, not Houndoom. Said the wrong one there. It would change my collection. Yeah, it would change your collection for sure, man. That would be one crazy collection. Victor Kokiko, 1 spot in the Charizard. Oh, I should say Charizard in the title. Don't you think I should say Charizard? That'd make the Charizard guy happy. New Cherry Zard break. All right, there we go. Lovely. Now, one spot in here. Shaboop. It's fitting. Mister, do you still have the Bo Nickel Machamp? I do. Are you interested in that card? Is that why you're asking? I don't know if I should sell it. It was a gift. Seems like I should keep a gift. However, I also don't watch UFC. So it's... I don't know what the etiquette on a gift is. Seems like it's better to keep it. There it is. All right. Charizard guy always in the shorts, never in a stream. Hopefully he joins one day. A lot of the people who watch the shorts never join a stream. Isn't that interesting? All right, so now we have an order from, oh my God, we have a big order. 5 Sneaker Bunko boxes from John Lucas. Mr. John, let me go get them. Mr. John. All right, so I have exciting news. We are on a fresh master case. Yes, I just split open the next master case. Now these 2 are from the old, and the next 3 are from the new. Okay? Whew. Hey, what's up, Wade? All right. Look at these guys. Lovely. Okay. All right. Good. SPC break already popped. Did the SPC break already pop? Yes, it did. And now we're running a new one. So we have a fresh round of it that you can jump into now. Yeah, it broke in the daytime stream. The first one did. And now we have a new one for the nighttime stream because it was so popular. Box breaks appear to be super popular. How many spots left? All of them. 8 spots. Obsidian is a naturally occurring. Here we are. Volcanic glass. Ta-da! There we go. Okay. Okay. So that's 2 boxes from the previous case. The next 3 boxes are from a fresh case, from a fresh master case. Pretty good. Pretty exciting. Time to get hyped. I'm going to take 2 spots, mister. Sounds good. Good luck in there. You might lose 2 spots, okay? You might just pull common cards. Never forget that, guys. Just sent in a $42 Zelle order. Ooh. That's my favorite type of order, the Zelle order. All right. Let's get it, man. John Lucas is a big patron of the channel, man. That guy's been snazzing through these Sneaker Bunko Volume 2s. I must have them at a decent price or something. I don't know. Well, really, John Lucas has always kind of showered us with his pack opening blessings. So we're very lucky to have him hanging out with us. Esteemed guest, John Lucas. Let me have a sip here. All right, let's try to pull in the best thing that comes out of this set. Here goes. John, looking for the ghosts. Sure. Here's some hollows. Okay. Karis has chosen, she's voted on her favorite James Bond intro song. She likes the one from A View to Kill. Or View, wait, is it called A View to Kill? Or is it View to a Kill? I can't remember. View to a Kill. By Duran Duran. That was the 80s Duran Duran, Roger Moore's last movie, A View to Kill. Here we are. Had sort of like the 80s vibes and sexy, partially naked women dancing. Here we are. Any Bandai Carddass anime. I will certainly have more of that in the future. Bandai Carddass anime. You know, I'm tempted to give up my collection of Misties. I'm just not a waifu collector, and I don't even show them off ever. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in taking a look at some Misties? Here we are. I got some fancy-ass Misty Cubones and Misty Pikachus. I am a Cubone fan. It's a really falls right into a really niche category kind of card for me. Okay, keep them all. Here's this guy. You still Overlord boxes. Do I still have Overlord? Is that your question? No. Hey, what's up, Fashionaire? Got no Overlord. That one sold out a while back. Do you think I should get more? That's a cool set. All right. Good. Ta-da! Childhood trauma Pokemon. The Cubone. I like Cubone. He's a sad Pokemon. We are. Poor Cubone. Ta-da! There is a new Overlord. I do believe. I do declare. Okay. All right. So he's asking about a new Overlord. I better start looking into that stuff. We are. I've been so busy lately. Okay. Here's this. Konnichiwa. This crazy girl. Where would we be without our friend John Lucas? Not even one more signature? I'm going to be shocked if there was not even one more signature. I really felt like there was going to be another signature. Wow, that's the end. John Lucas, there were no more signatures in that case. So I hate to tell you that, but that's it. That's all of them. Unless there's some box over here that I don't know about. Maybe there's a partially open box. Yes, there is. All right, so I'm going to give this to you for free because you're such a big customer. 3 packs, they're all yours. Do me a favor though, John. If it pulls a signature, if this turns into a signature, buy these packs from me for whatever they are, like $15 or $18. Now, let's see what it is. Now, if it's not a signature, they're for free, okay? All right, let's see. A hollow. A hollow. Another hollow. Lots of hollows. Doggy Girl Spark. And a hollow. All right, they're for free. Was there any other open boxes? Let me just see. You never know. I get messy. I really do. So let me just see if there was a second open box by chance. The odds are low, but not impossible. Oh, yes, there is. All right. So this one's pretty substantial. And we didn't pull any signatures from the previous case. And so I kind of want to open this for you instead of the next 3 boxes. I want to add this one in. You're not here to tell me not to do that, John, but I'm going to trust you to trust my judgment because I don't feel like enough signatures came out of that last case. So let's count this up real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's missing 1 pack. Are you going to buy a Switch Mister? No, I'm not going to worry. There we go. All right, so I'm going to count this as a box for you, if you don't mind. Set this other one over here. I'll set the, so you know how we have these 3 boxes here, Mr. John Lucas? I'll set this one aside, and I'll let you buy it if you want, okay? So we'll reserve that one for you. But I got to let you open this, because this came out of the same case you were digging in, and I feel like we were waiting for a signature to come out. It feels like one should have, but nothing did. So we've got to test it. It's got to happen. We are. All right. So you got 2 free packs, and I searched for another box just to make sure there were no more boxes from the previous case. It did feel like you went through a lot and only pulled 1 signature, right? You opened up a lot of boxes and got 1 signature. There you are. I'm going to feel sad if you don't pull a signature here, but I think if you were here, that's what you'd tell me to do. You'd say, yeah, go ahead and test that first. We'll reserve the other box for you anyways, okay? So you won't miss out on whatever would have been in that third box. All right, here goes. Oh, that's not bad, actually, even if you don't pull a signature. This is one of the sexy cards. I know this is a lewd series, and she's kind of perky. There we go. Okay, okay. Doggies. Here's this girl. She's saying she's inviting you to watch anime and eat dinner with her, perhaps. Oh, this is no good. We've already pulled 2 full arts. Oops. Okay, okay. Oops. Man. Come on. Nope. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Maybe we had just already pulled all the signatures. It didn't feel like we did. That sucks, man. All right. God, dude, that sucks ass. The Duskbloods don't justify that much money. All right, I had to do it for you, though, because it could have had a signature in it. It felt like that other case was pretty cold. Anything else? Oops, oops, oops. All right. Well, so I'm going to open up these next 2 boxes and see what they have before I feel bad for you, okay? So, here's crossing our fingers for a big hit. There we go. There we go. Nice of you to look, though. Okay. Got mine. Wouldn't let me download any games until midnight. There we go. Sounds like there's a lot of excitement for Switch 2. I personally won't be worrying about Switch 2 until the new Pokemon game comes out. Then I might go buy one. Then again, if it still runs on the old Switch, I could save money and just buy the old one. But I don't know. I have enough money. I could just buy a new Switch. Here we are. All right. I'll get a Switch too. What games did it launch with? Did it launch with any good games? I know there's a Dark Souls type game coming out eventually, like a vampire Bloodborne kind of thing, right? Which I think is pretty interesting. All right. I play the long game. Well, I just think it's easier to get it after the console's been out for a little while. Mario Kart? Yeah, no thanks. Pass. Mario Karts, I don't know. I never liked Mario Kart. Even when I was younger, I was playing Double Dash on the GameCube, and I was like, this is okay. You go around in a big circle. Somebody hits you with the blue shell. It's really annoying. Mario Kart's the only launch game. Yeah. We are. Okay. I think it'd be funny, though, if I did get, like, a Switch, and then I offered a break on the table for, like, a $500 card. And then if you pulled that card, I offered you to trade me that card for the Switch. Effectively, it would be a Switch break. The DK Adventure thing? Oh, yeah. No, I'm not interested in that. Donkey Kong. It looks kind of cool, I guess, but, you know, those kids are really, I don't know. The only one that I'm excited for on the Switch, Pokemon, Smash, and the new Bloodborne style game. That's it. Nothing else. I haven't played Smash in a good long while. You know, last time I played that game, I kind of regretted it. Yeah? Oh, okay, well, that's not bad, actually. I mean, you got the full art doggy girls. I'd love it if it was a signature. I thought it was a signature, but all right. Doggy girls is good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that card's probably always worth it. Let's see. And blue hair girl. So that's another box. Very nice. All right. Jumping this over here. Bloop. And one more box. Ta-da! Can't believe we didn't pull another signature for him. I'm kind of bummed on that. Okay, still a chance for a signature here, though. Let's see what happens. Okay, just a normal box topper. Notably, there's only, it seems in a whole case, there's only like 4 hot box toppers in an entire case. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, it was weird. The box felt like it was only half full, but nope, there's 12 packs there. That's all of them. So what are you guys looking for tonight? Tell me what you guys are inspired to open or purchase. What are you hunting for? I know people do come here to see what's going on, to see what the deals are, to hunt, to feel enticed. What is enticing you guys these days, huh? Pokemon's very hot right now. Pokemon product is still hitting all-time highs. ZA's around the corner. We got black and white around the corner. X and Y reprint style product coming soon. Time for 6 to come in to snipe the hit. We are. Silver and gold. We do have silver and gold. If you ever have a slab that you pulled out of a break or something like that, and you don't want it, you can trade it for gold and silver. It's totally doable. We are. All right. Here's this. Sitting on a nice little chunk of gold now. And so that gold, it's not as risky as strictly Pokemon cards. I've diversified my inventory with the gold. Not in a crazy way. It's a small amount of gold. There you go. I got Charizards I spent $21,000 on, so in comparison to that, it's not much, is it? Come on. No. Darn, dude. All right, Mr. John Lucas. It's looking pretty rough here, John. Oh, my God. It is looking pretty rough. All right. I'm sorry, Mr. Lucas. Just bad luck, I guess. Hit 3 target restocks in a row. 3 SBCs. Nice, dude. Congratulations on that. Tossing that over there. So, what I'm going to do for you, because I kind of opened up that other box without you actually giving me permission to, I'm going to take $10 off of this one. So, when you buy this, it's reserved, meaning I won't let anyone else open it. When you do buy this one, it'll be $10 cheaper. Okay, John, I know you're rewatching this if you're not here live, but this is $10 off for you. And then you got fresh case open, fresh master case. So only good things ahead at this point. Guess they were all out of signatures in the last case. It's kind of a bummer. All right, you did pick up the sexy doggy girls, Bark. And this one, too, I think that's kind of a sexy set as well. Oh, these guys aren't sleeved. Let's sleeve these up. So these 2 right here, we are. Otherwise, a pretty tough round. I mean, that was 5 boxes. There we go. And here we are. Ba-doop. And we have these over here. We got all these box toppers. Cool. Cool guys surrounded by multiple girls. See a lot of that in these animes, huh? I'm a cool guy, and I have several women around me. Really is a fantasy in the realist sense. Who let the dogs out? There. That's an old song. Okay, John Lucas. Women scare me. Hell yeah, dude. All about the bros in here. Women scare me too. There you go. Here's Magneton. Here's Suicune. Here's Roro Noro Zoro. Promethean Knight. I think I'm ready to put this one away. Bye, Promethean Knight. I don't like the way that one looks even. You get kind of tired of looking at it. You know, that one should be up on eBay. That's an eBay card. Any cool new pickups, boss man? Yeah, I bought a little bit today. What did I buy today? PSA 9 Cubone. I bought PSA 9 Cubone. I bought an expensive Slowbro on June 1st. That was 4 days ago. Also, I bought, it looks like I bought $2,000 of slabs. No, $2,300 of slabs on the 1st. And since then, I've taken a little break. That's good enough, right? That's a lot of money. 2,000. You guys will have a chance to see those when they arrive, so come on back and keep an eye on me. Carlton Wicks, $10 towards Slab Away. Ooh, Carlton Wicks. We're going to go over here to Slab Away. Okay. And this shall say 125. Oop. Updated. 1 Pokey Shuffle, 1 Minecraft Hobby. Yes, there is a challenge roll in our Discord server associated with this Minecraft hobby pack. 1 Pokey Shuffle. Go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Oh, Lucario 10. Nice. Okay. Lovely, lovely. And what's this? See that sneap? That was a pretty dang smooth sneap, man. Charge Creeper, but no number on him. Parrot and Husk. Husk. I'm a husk without you. Oh, gentle Irish eyes. How about this Lucario? Let's see. Lucario. Is it this one? It's not a terribly expensive one. It's this one right here. Okay, from 2022. There it is. I'm sure I did not put them in there for $24. Actually, I'm not sure what I did with that, but Carlton Wicks. That is a simple TCCG slab. You've got a TCCG slab now. You got it for $5. That's not bad. Chicken Jockey. Yeah. That feels like a fever dream. Sent $8 to add 4 Lost Abyss Korean packs with my $42 Zelle order. Ooh. Ho hum. How about a new slabby patty on the table? All right. Here's Garchomp and Giratina, graded 9. What'd they find? It's probably top to bottom, centering on the back. That's fine. Fair enough. PSA always kind of let that kind of stuff slide, but if they're not letting it slide, that actually is very similar to other grading companies. All right. Top to bottom, centering on the back. It's looking pretty bad. Look at this. I peeled my nail. It broke. My nail broke, and then I peeled it off, and it actually tore the skin there, and I was bleeding. It sucked. So I got my nails all clipped now, though, so they're looking better. All right, so how about this price on the Garchomp? All right. So you ready? Here's Garchomp Giratina. Going back here. 9. Garchomp. Oops, Garchimp. Garchomp 146. Very nice. And we'll set this. Let's see. Okay, so it's $58. Have you ever seen Texas Chainsaw 2? I've never seen that one. You are? Well, let's see. Set that there. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. 58. Very nice. So you ready? We're jumping over here to our friend Michael Pettiford. Now, he wants 10 packs Black Flame Korean, 5 packs Fusion Art Korean, 5 packs Gem 2 Chinese. You got it, man. All right, lovely. Snipping that. All right. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5. Ta-da! Oh no, your hands. Show us your feet. No! Very nice. Very nice. 5 packs Black Flame, 5 packs Fusion. Black Flame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Fusion art. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Very nice. Now, oh, wait a second. So 10 packs of these. Hold on, let me get 10. You were saying something else. You were saying that you wanted to add more to it, right? Was that the deal? 2, 3, 4. So we're at 9, actually. We need another box. And 4 Lost Abyss. Ah, that's what you're saying. 4 Lost Abyss. Also, another box of the Black Flame to be opened. Very nice. Okay. Grabbing this. Ta-da! Do you think the appeal of One Piece cards would still be high even after the anime ends? Ooh, if the anime ends... Wait a second, this isn't... I don't know. If the anime ends, I question it. I don't think it would, though. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Loving this order, Mr. Michael. Let's count this up. Let's make sure we got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. All right. Sweet. Okay. Snipping this. My 3rd grade teacher stole my 1st edition Charizard. Wow. Crazy. There's still going to be a remake anime too. Is the Diddy verdict going to be bigger than the OJ verdict? That's a good question. There. All right, let's snip this as well. What is this music, man? Snipping this. Snipping these. All right, awesome. We got 99 viewers. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get those likes up to 50 likes. Let's see what the likes are at. Why is this so hard to do? 27 likes, 100 viewers. Smash that like button. Let's get the likes to 50, guys. She looks like Rosie O'Donnell. What? Okay, here goes. We got Sleevion. It's Sleevion. Okay. Here's Eevee. Here's Jolteon. Look at that Jolteon. Here's the Umbreon, which is supposed to be considered rare, but it's not really. Not to us, because there's so many of them out there. And this other Umbreon. Ta-da! All right, 5 gem packs. Nothing really crazy there, Mr. Michael. Let's see if you can get an alt out of these Lost Origins, Lost Abyss. This has the Alt-Art Giratina in it. It's a really good set. I'm surprised this doesn't get opened virtually all the time. Here we go. Here's Fusion Art. Oops. What's this? Starmie. Cold. Cold. Ooh, Palafin. Palafin AR. Cleffa AR. Very nice. We've got a cold one. We've got Darkrai. Here's a cold one. Cold. Here's the flower, Glamora. Ta-da! Here's Palafin again. A cold one. And a cold one. So there you go. You walk away with 2 ARs, but no Charizard, notably. We're looking for Charizard. All right. Mr. Michael. Thank you, Mr. Michael. Michael with an M-I-K. All right. Dang, basically Friday already. How did the time pass so fast? All right, cool, man. I'm gonna sip of this. Oh, man, I drink so much water when I'm live. So, what happened to this guy with the same name as a film director? Michael Moore? You talking about Michael Moore? He's still here. He has a big slab away. I think he does, or did he finish that? I can't remember. He might have finished it. Oh, he might have finished it. Okay, Michael Moore finished it. Okay, we did the Michael Pettiford order. Now we have an order from our friend Christine. 1 Gem Pack 1, Gem Pack 2, and Weiss Pixar. So one of these. That's 8. 1 Weiss Pixar. Is the Weiss Pixar really that cheap? It is. 1 Weiss Pixar. And 1 Japanese Black Flame Snipe. Does that really add up to 11? We are. I feel like that doesn't add up to 11. Hold on, let me double check. It might actually. Is this $1.50 in Japanese? Or am I thinking of it? So that's 3. And the Pixar is 4. So that's 7. This is 11. Maybe you meant to do these 3 and you didn't mean to do this one. Weiss Pixar, $4. Yeah, I think maybe he didn't mean to have all these in here. 1 pack Gem Mint 1, Gem Mint 2, 1 Weiss Pixar, 1 Japanese Black Flame Snipe. I sent another one. Oh, okay. No problem. There it is. Part 2 of my order. 1 junk pack also. Ah, very nice. All right. There we go. And 1 junk pack. Ta-da! All right. Tonight was so sad, guys. We went shopping for groceries, and I was buying everything we would need for a really yummy chicken noodle soup. I was buying all the ingredients. And we had chicken at home, so I didn't buy any chicken while I was at Walmart. So we finally make it home. It's pouring rain. It's really awful weather, right? Well, you got like a whole pack of Marvel here. Holy cow, dude. Dude, you just got like a pack of the Marvel Masters for like $4. Look at all this. Dang, dude, that's cool as heck. The only thing is missing the signature card, but other than that, yeah, you basically just got a whole pack of it. But so anyways, so we went to Walmart and I bought everything I needed to make a nice soup. Alternatively, I bought like some Indian, tiki masala, can of tiki masala, so I can make chicken and pour that all over it or something like that, right? So I've got everything I need to make some kind of chicken dinner. I go home. I didn't buy any chicken at Walmart. We got a big thing of chicken in the fridge. I open it up. It's super expired. Super depressing. We didn't get to eat a delicious dinner. I didn't get to cook. And so I ended up eating like sad ramen. Here it is. Yeah, it was pretty sad, pretty disappointing. I don't know why I just sleeved all these, but I felt like sleeving them because they're such nice cards. Here you are. Okay, so check that out. That was really not a bad pack for $40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that one's a real good one. All right. For those of you who have just joined in tonight, we have a Prismatic SPC break. It's a 1 in 8. One of the spots is a star spot, all right? We also have this beautiful Charizard. He just started. Charizard Special Illustration Rare from Obsidian Flames. So now, instead of opening Obsidian Flames to go after this card, you can just try to break them on the table. Have you had the Spicy Bulldog Ramen before? It sounds familiar. There was like a couple of years ago, I tried like every ramen pack I could get a hold of on the internet. And so many of them were really not that good. So yeah, I was experimenting with all the packaged ramen. And Yeah, there was a lot of mediocre tasting ones. There were ones that you thought were more sophisticated, but they left you with the stomach ache. Ooh, not bad at all. Look at that. One pack snipe on that scissor, huh? Okay, Weiss Pixar. What we got in the Weiss Pixar? Just one hollow? Okay. Can I use my credit for the cherry Zard break? I'd be happy to put you in there. Yes. Gotta get me some cherry Zard. Okay. All right. Let's put this over here. Not bad, Christine. Let's see. Wait a second. You're up here. Ooh. There's a Lizardmon break. There is a Lizardmon break. Charizard break is live. He's on the table. He's right in the middle. He might move pretty fast. We haven't done a Charizard break in a while. Okay, Christine, you've got 2 bags now. It's because these bulk packs are fat as hell, dude. A lot of cards in there. All right. Baggie number 2. Let's get you into that Charizard then, huh? That's Andy Man. There you have it. Going right into that Charizard. Wow, actually the Charizard's already at 2. I didn't even notice. Charizard's at 2, guys. Good. Let's go ahead and get some new slabs. Who's here? If you're here, I want you to sign in. This is roll call. Who's here tonight? We are. Ooh, look at that Slowpoke from the yellow deck, huh? Said I placed it at 200 at one point. Is he really just pop 2? That's a very good card. There's no reason to undersell him, really. He's a really nice thing. So it says there are now 3 of them, in fact. Get the PSA app. I got an ad for the PSA app. That's interesting. What do you think of the Chinese exclusive Mew selling for $15,000? He's all right. You know, if people value him that way, that's really exciting. Maybe he's underpriced. I don't know. But personally, I'm not like dying to own just printed modern Mew for that much money. Just seems too much. Okay, nope, he really is $200. 2 honeys for this guy. Okay, at work, but here, yay! How's work tonight, Miss Strawberry? What's the hardest part of your job? The most frustrating part? The part you like the least. You leak the least. That's a very good Slowpoke. Now, what's this? That is a 10 Machop for $40. Wow, that seems too low. I'm going to go ahead and put that right up into the Poke Shuffle. That is a vintage Machop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's very nice. We'll do one more for the star card. Okay. So it's going to say Machop. Tag 10. -5. All right, good. Customer service is my least favorite. I'm good at it, but sometimes it makes me want to slap some people. Yeah, I do a bit of that myself. No slapping allowed, though. There you go. Here's Guillaume. So we priced this guy at $100 because he graded 10, and he's a very vintage Karuta card. He's really old. Tossing this over here. All right. Hey, what's up, Mr. Clark? How are you tonight? So this Golem is probably a nice value. Well, yeah, I think he's a valuable card. Let's see what his price is. I was going to mark him down just to give him a chance to liquidate. I don't know why I do that so much when literally I could list them on eBay and they just sell on eBay. I sold 2 cards today on eBay for more than I priced them on the table. How crazy is that? So there's no Karuta Golems at all. Let me check sold. There's none sold. All right. I do get to choose his price here, though. We're going to go with a more moderate $65. I am going to drop his price significantly. This will be his last chance to sell. If he doesn't sell, he will move off to eBay. There we go. We sold 2 cards today. A poker lantern. I knew no one would want the lantern. And then the other card we sold was a one-piece Edward. And that guy sold for an easy $200. He was for sale for $180 on the table. The lantern was for sale for $60 on the table. On eBay, they sold for $260, and the other one sold for $65. I don't know. Howdy, guys. Hope you have all been good. When all the women in office try to get it with me, and I'm more than a piece of meat. What? Here we are. Here's Overlord Hauntwood. Stop bragging about all the grandmas that flirt with you. I'm just teasing. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Do you guys think anyone would want this card? I feel like, yeah, this is going up on eBay for sure. I need to start taking some of these niche, odd cards and just getting them up there right away. The fact that they're selling so well up there, I shouldn't have this huge reserve of like odd cards that don't sell. All right. Let's see. How about this guy? This is a pretty cool one. Munchlax. Now, he's in a 2007 Pokemon Pearl poker deck. Of course he is, because he wasn't even invented till much later. So you're not going to find him in the vintage poker decks from 1996 or 1997. Okay, looks like I can just ask any price for this card. Let's get the population this time. Okay. Population 3. Pretty rare. Have you tried grading Karuta cards with tag? I'm sure they would reject it. Tag is really strict on what they'll grade. This is 150. We're going to stick with this price. This will be our last time to grab this guy. He is going to go up on eBay. All the odd Pokemon, they're going to go up on eBay. Because eBay gobbles these up. All right. Lunatone. Got a 9 on the Lunatone. Did it deserve a 9? It's a pretty nice looking card. Yeah, it's got print line down here. This is definitely a 9. This is not a 10. You got to look, though. You know, you got to look, because if it looks pretty clean, you go, well, maybe we cracked this one. I wouldn't crack this one. All right. We probably looked at that in the past and made that conclusion. Lunatone 9, that's exciting. What a nice card. What did I have that priced at again? 70? I had that priced at 70? Wow, that sounds about right. We're going to lower it to 65. This is a vintage reverse holo from the EX Sandstorm time period. There it is. Nice. One more card. Let's see what we got here. Clefairy 9, not bad for $69. Look at that old artwork. $69 feels right. That doesn't actually seem unrealistic. Let's lower it from 69 to 65. Okay, they didn't sell last time. We're going to let them have a lower price. And there's going to be a point where we take all these non-Charizard, non-Umbreon Pokemon and just send them off to eBay to disappear. You got any Umbreon? How about Gengar? We won about 2 of your Pokemon. Cool. We're hitting refresh. No orders in the queue. I think I'll go ahead and work on giving some free cards out to you guys, because you guys are the best. So we got this free card here, Metapod. How deep are we in? We're 1 hour deep, so it could be a light Wednesday. You know, for the daytime stream, we had a pretty heavy 3-hour daytime stream. So this is a total of 4 stream hours now. So we'll keep the stream running. So let's try and keep the stream running for at least another 2 hours. Let's get 3 more hours in, right? So there's the free Metapod. Let me go ahead and get this running for you guys. Why don't I give you guys a free one? You guys are really great. Oops. Wait a second. Don't ignore that. That was from a previous stream. You guys are a really great audience. You guys treat me right. So we're going to refresh this. And there it is. Okay, so jump in that giveaway by typing TCC. Now, if you're new to this stream and you've never bought any cards, it's very simple. Head over to the description of the live stream. That's where we put all the information for buying stuff. At the very top, you've got a link to PayPal, ZELLE, VENMO, CASHAPP, you know, these simple payment apps. And the way this stream works, you literally just directly send me money. That's it. And then beneath the payment links, little information about shipping, a buyer agreement, and below that, all the prices. You can also see slab prices up here. We sell Pokemon slabs at the cheapest buy it now price on eBay. So I match the cheapest buy it now price. A lot of the time, you can find slabs up here that aren't even on eBay. That's very special. Like this guy, there isn't one on eBay. I'm selling one, but eBay doesn't have one. So we have a lot of exclusive slabs. And Pokemon cards have been going up year over year. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it plateaus, sometimes it shoots up, like this last 6 months. Here, this guy's pop 3. By the way, the little number on the right side, that indicates the population. So here's a really rare Munchlax, pop 3. Comes out of a 2007 poker deck. And we've got it graded, and it's just a lovely card. And this one's really cheap, actually. Comes out of a like $700, $600 Sandstorm pack. 65, I mean, part of that is just the cost of the grading, so it's pretty cheap. And yeah, so we'll rotate this, and of course we have our breaks. You guys know that we have a new break. This Charizard Obsidian Flames Charizard. He is a 1 in 13, really nice. You need your face on screen. Newcomers will bond with. Trust you more. What? All right, that's it. I'm putting my face on screen. Here's Torchic. When did Zerlane V1 hit the menu? About 3 days ago. 3 days ago. I've had that this whole time. I was kind of saving it, but I realized we want to move. Time to just start giving stuff up. So that is on the menu. That is a Zerlane. As far as I know, no signatures have been pulled. It's an open case, right? And I think I sold 1 or 2 of the boxes, not realizing it was first edition. Then when I realized it, I put them back in and I put the case off to the side. So I'm pretty sure all the signatures are still in it. At worst, one of the signatures has come out because almost all the boxes are in the case. So it's a pretty much full case, and I don't remember a signature coming out. But that was all a long time ago. I even remember when I realized it was with Jen. Jen was opening it. I said, wait a second. This isn't second print. This is first edition. Where the hell did this come from? Must have been somebody who sold it to me or something. I don't know. We are getting a new car tomorrow. I'm excited. What? Woo! What kind of car are you getting, Tammy? We're going on a car ride. This is for Andy Man. Here you go, Andy Man. For Andy Man. We're broke now. No! Here we are. Toyota Camry. You went with the Toyota Camry. Oh my God. Such a bad car. Everyone knows you're supposed to buy a Jeep. I'm teasing. Okay. Jeep. Ranked #1 most reliable car. All right, still no orders. Let me show off another break you probably haven't thought about. The Jumbo Pack Break over here is a cool thing. This includes a big variety of booster packs, and you have a 1 in 4 odds of pulling the whole thing. Just show these off. Camrys run forever. There you are. Ooh, so these are the car. You know, we don't have a Gem 2 pack in here. Let's make this just a little hotter because Gem 2 wasn't here yet. All right, we got Gem 2. That's going to go in as well, free of charge. So that makes it a little bit sweeter. So we got these 3 sets here. Very nice. We got Death and Rival there. Chromium cover cards. There's some actual pulls that are just straight up pulls. GI Joe, Animal Crossing. Good stuff. I've been borrowing my parents' car this whole time. What? Just keep doing that. Mom, Dad, thanks. This is mine now, right? We are. It's been 1.5 years since my accident. No, I got it. I got how you feel, man. Karis and I, we still have our little Ford Fiesta, and we could just drive the Ford Fiesta, but we don't want to. We want to have a nice car, so we bought it. We bought a car this year as well, And we bought it in all cash, no loan, so no interest on that loan, all cash. All right, what we got here? Look at that Weedle. He's so cute. Ah, we're getting closer to this. Look, we need the Kakuna. Where did he go? We are getting closer to that, man. Here's the Moltres. I can't keep using my parents' car. It's actually my sister's car, and she's moving back. Ah, I see, I see. So you maybe would have considered getting that free ride for a little while longer. Yeah, nothing beats the free ride, man. My sisters were lucky. When they reached the age of driving, my parents actually went out and bought them a car. They didn't do that for me. I had it really rough. There. I had to go figure that stuff on my own. Lucky for me, I worked like crazy when I was younger, and I saved too. I was a crazy saver. That really made me very different from my siblings. They like to spend, I like to save. And so in the end, I bought my own car. After I left home, I had a bike for a little while. There. Very nice. All right. You're a car owner, Tammy. Yay! Tammy, do you have any car crash PTSD? Let's see. Classic. Chansey Classic. Okay. I have slight PTSD from it. My mom got into a wreck with the guy who hit her head on, and I never forgot, after the wreck, I always had this sense of dread when we were driving on a 2-lane road where it's oncoming traffic, and it's just one lane for them, one lane for you, and there's no barrier. I always felt like we were going to wreck, dude. So this is about $22, this card right here. This is about $22. We're going to set it up for $20. It's a lovely card. Looks very nice. Classic Collection Chansey. Was the dealer not happy for you to not pay more for the car over the years of interest? I think they were just happy to sell it. I don't think they care that much. A sale's a sale. But yeah, they make more money when you finance the car. That's the funny thing. They make a lot more money to finance a car. And so we were happy not to finance it. Here's Oddish. Here's... You know, we did a lot of homework before we bought the car. We were going to buy a used one, but the craziest part was a brand new one was really not that much more expensive. And so we're like, the conventional wisdom is to always buy a new car. But when we did a calculation on how the value of the used one changed after adding 4,000, 8,000, 12,000 miles, you're pretty much just getting what you paid for. Like, you might as well just get a new one. And that's not always the case, but it was the case when we went shopping for ours. Maybe because we also bought a Toyota. We bought a Toyota RAV, and they just don't get much cheaper as they age. So they age and they get mileage, and the person selling it still wants $1 bajillion when they go to sell. And yeah, it's kind of ridiculous when you think about it. So we're like, well, we might as well just get a new one at this point. I paid cash for a $9,000 car in 2017, and when I said cash, they changed up completely and slowed down and tried to hand me off to other salesmen. We financing ours, but it won't be that bad. I got the pretty ocean blue for my car. Hee hee hee, I'm excited. Tammy, the ocean blue. All right, let's go ahead and rotate this. Here we are. So guys, we're having a bit of a slow stream. It's Wednesday, and right now the stream is slow. Would anybody here like to donate a card to the Pokepot? We got the Pokepot to play with when times are slow. Ooh, Dark Vileplume could probably come down. Mr. Name 3 underrated Pokemon. Charizard, Umbreon, and Gengar. Those three would probably be my top choice for underrated Pokemon. I was picky. Ocean blue exterior and gray interior. Black was too popular, and they really had the blue-gray combo. What? You're so funny, dude. You're really enjoying yourself. You're so funny. Let's show off what people are buying. People are buying this lovely pack right here. This is the Gem 2 pack. And then the other thing people are buying is this bad boy right here, Destined Rivals. And then the other thing people are buying, especially people who love One Piece, they're buying the OP12, which just came out. Is this it? So here it is, OP12. The breaks on this channel are also very popular. Let's go ahead and get some price stickers on these so you can see what they are for. We got Prismatic, we got Terra Festival, we've got the very affordable Korean sets. that are still to this day very popular. A lot of people still open the Korean sets. If you guys want to have a good show, you got to open something. Here's, yeah, a daytime stream, I think, is fighting with the nighttime stream. I think it's kind of like that. I mean, honestly, I could just stop with the daytime stream. It's actually doing so well. But I like doing both, too, maybe because I'm greedy. Let's go ahead and say, what are these again? 4? So these are $4 a pack. $4 a pack. You want to pull out the Umbreon AR from this set. And I really, really believe that card's going to go up in price over time. I think we had these at 9. That's Destined Rivals. Nobody's pulled the Mewtwo yet. You know, the Mewtwo, if you pull them, you get a special role in our Discord server. Also, we have the One Piece OP12. This has a new lower price because we just got a big restock in on this. And the restock was at a lower price. So, One Piece at $3 per pack now. So that's it. Those are the 3 big new ones. I don't want to pay $100 for black logo on the card, WTF. I wanted one with no extra random ass packages. What? Tammy, that's my favorite part, are the random ass packages. Let's go ahead and refresh over here. Let's go ahead and refresh over here. Ooh, slow stream. Let's see. What could I do in the meantime? Well, I could work on, if we're having a slow moment, maybe I could work on LaFlame's cards for a minute, because I think I agreed to help him grade some cards with PSA. So you guys stay here and think about what you want to do. I'm going to start working on Mr. LaFlame's stuff. Yeah, LaFlame's got a box right here. Okay. Purge expired bags, clear some space. LaFlame hits, it says, huh? Let's take a quick look at that. LaFlame hits. I'm not sure Mr. LaFlame would want to grade many of these because they're called hits, but I don't think people grade these too much because they're like a break-even scenario. Maybe I'd even offer to buy these from him. We are. Because I can try to flip them at very low margins and simply add some variety to the table. Okay, LaFlame. How about this? Graded, pre-grade hits. Graded pre-grade hits, huh? Ooh, these are actually pretty good. Whoa, some good stuff in here. Okay. Graded, pre-grade hits. Is this implying that we already looked into these? What's this? This is B. Oh, I kind of remember this. So this is kind of like lower tier stuff. I remember this. B, LaFlame B, and C. So Mr. LaFlame has some straight up hollows here. Those are no good. All right. Me and my girlfriend thinking about getting a car too. No! Not a car. All right. I just want to take a quick look through here again. Yeah, these have been looked through, I can tell. Like, look at this card. It's a really nice card, and if it could grade 10, that'd be awesome. But you flip it around, and you can just see it, right? Fat on the bottom, right? So, the card's not going to make it. So, these have been examined already. Look at the way the whale merged there. So, that's a pity. So many cards in here. That's what the pity is. All right, let me split these into 2 bags. Oh, man, look at that Gengar. Wouldn't that be great as a 10? But look at the centering, top to bottom. Just no chance. He's going to be a 9. He's going to be a 9. I'm going to throw this bag out. Yeah, we want to get this shipping done for Mr. LaFlame. I wonder, what if I offered to sell raw cards for people? You think that would be good? So this should say high value already tested for PSA. Okay. I should say failed. That will help me think about them. All right. We have an empty queue. If you guys want to open up some cards tonight, we have an empty queue right now. Must be a slow Wednesday. What is it? 6/5 is the beginning of the week. And we had tremendous daytime sales. So as a result, maybe we are having a slow nighttime. Okay, so this shall say high value. That's why I should have said high value PSA 9s. That's what I should have said. Perfect. Let's do that on this bag now. High value PSA 9s. Oops. Looks like 9.5s now. And La Flame, ready to ship. Okay. All that junk. All right, let's see if anyone sent an order in. No, we're just having a slow night tonight, huh, guys? All right. That's all right. Battle partner. Let me move this battle partner. Get this box out of here. It gives me a rare shot at helping Mr. LaFlame, so that says ready to ship. This one says ready to ship. This one says ready to ship. Oh, good. So we're actually pretty close to being done looking through Mr. LaFlame's things. I marked the boxes ready to ship, so some of these are very close to shipping now. All right. LaFlame UFC. Oh, hold on. That's valuable. I'm not very good with these wrestling cards, but that thing that just popped out, that is valuable. What breaks are going on? We got a lot of great breaks. The most popular break is probably this brand new Charizard break we just set up. He's Obsidian Flames Charizard 10. We set him up and 2 people jumped in right away. There he is. He's a 1 in 13 odds. And besides that, we also have a Prismatics break 1 in 8. There's a star card in each of those breaks, okay? Done. No pre-grade. Okay, I'm not going to pre-grade the muscle mommies. I don't know much about that. Here's an interesting one. Oh, we might have been through this box. Hold on. The flame hits. Come on now. There he goes. So he had this guy here. Set that there. How many spots in the Prismatic are filled? So the Prismatic went off in the daytime, and so we got a fresh Prismatic, and it has 0 spots in it so far. Okay, so the fact that these were assigned a letter essentially means that I've already looked at them, and they were given a letter that says that they will fail to grade 10. Wow, I've looked at a lot of these, man. Does it mean they've been graded, or does it just mean that they're high quality? That's got a Flame A. Might just mean that they're high quality. I might not have actually handed out grades to these. Just take a careful look here. Oh, yeah, you gotta look at these for sure. Zubat, Starmie, Flamigo. Oh my God, there's so much, dude. How much stuff did this guy buy? He got a lot. We found those mixed in. Okay. So you ready? Here goes. Time to do a little pre-grading. If you guys want to open something, send me an order and I'll stop what I'm doing. All right, I immediately think this will miss the 10. It's got a dented corner in the upper corner up there. Otherwise, pretty clean. But yeah, I think this will miss. That one's going to get a 9 on it. I'm going to write 9 right on the card. Sleeve, that is, not the card, not the actual card. Okay, how about this? It's quite good on the front. Check the back. No, he's got debris. So he's got the effects of sticky cards on the back. So this card was sticking to the card behind, on top of it, underneath it. Yeah, you can see the residue down there as well. This card will probably grade around an 8. Sorry, Mr. LaFlame. We are giving Mr. LaFlame free grades out, pre-grades out, because I like him. He does a lot of business with me, so he's just getting some free pre-grades. Do you think we've already been through this bag? We are. Okay. Ooh, that one's quite clean. Maybe a little speck right there. Better on the back than the last one. Yeah, I like this one. This one looks good. Okay, so this might be a bag that we've not analyzed because we just found a decent one. Okay. Gonna say LaFlame. So if it's in one of these top loaders, semi-rigids, it's because I believe it has a shot at a 10. Is there a gym break? Yes, there is a gym break. Here it is. Oh, and there's someone in it too, Jack Woodworth. So there it is, Dark Gyarados Gym Break. Go. All right. Yes, sir. I haven't had a lot of time to help Mr. LaFlame out. Ah, look at that, the bottom of the card. No good. That will get you a 6. If I write directly on the card, it will help me understand. This will help Mr. LaFlame understand it, too. I think writing down the grade is something we should have been doing the whole time. I wonder how LaFlame's doing. The crypto market jumped a little bit. I hope he did well during that time period. I like to hear that he makes some good money. I do see some residue. I don't know how they would deal with that. Nope, he's got a bad corner, actually. This corner right here. So I'm going to put this down as a 9. Okay. No one did breaks history for daytime. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I think you're the only one doing those daytime breaks. So, you know, if need be, I can cover it myself. I know we talked about that before, so I should have just gone ahead and done it. That's a 9. Okay. That's got sticky residue on it. Maybe we have been through this bag. I don't know. I doubt we did because this is so many cards. This has a print line right here. That one's going to be 9. I'll try and get this done fast. Surprising how many cards will fail 10. The card slightly has the beginning of a print line. It's what I would call borderline card. Okay, it's got an imperfect on the back, really. What is this? Lugia Revealed? It could be worth it. I would say this one's about a 9.5. This one's on the border. We're not going to test this. Not really worth testing. These are worth testing, of course. Now that's not going to hit a 10. That's going to hit a 9. Mister doesn't pay enough to quit. Time to quit, Tammy. I don't pay enough to quit. There we are. Let's see. Tammy, if you were a Bond girl, what would be your cool spy name? What would be your Bond girl name? There you go. The Taminator. But it just all depends on if they care about this residue. There's a clear line of residue right in the middle of the card. They might not understand what that is. So I'm going to have this prepared to be sent out because it's worth the risk for such a high quality one. NTY. There you go. This card is worth the gamble that it might come back 10. Okay, because I think sometimes these graders don't know what they're dealing with. Okay, I can't be asked to go through these too carefully. These are just commons. Oh, this is nice. Print line right there. All right. Team is a G. Let me go ahead and check the queue, see if any orders have come in. Hit refresh. Okay, coming over here. Oops. Coming over here, hit refresh. And coming over here and hit refresh. Tonight must just be a bad night. Sometimes maybe all the stars align and everyone I know is not interested in buying something. Maybe they're out of money. Flamigo. He's got an odd corner on that side. Now he's got a what we call a half dot. PSA was very harsh on a card that had a half dot with me. So no on the Flamigo. Not to mention he's Flamigo. Slow King. No, he's off center. You're not going to grade that anyways. Brigatito. That was a nice card. There's no way I've tested this because look, there's a card behind it. There you go. So this card needs testing. No. Squawkabilly, Skeledirge. Got an odd corner. He's got like a residue up there. Let me show you what that residue looks like, guys. All right. Can you see it? It's right there. It's on the card itself. I don't know what caused that, but a whole bunch of the early print runs of Scarlet Violet had lots and lots of that. That guy's not cool. This is close, but it's got a bit of a white. Oh, that's stuck there. No, I wouldn't mess with that one because Seeking's not valuable enough to get a 9 on. Ooh, that guy's really off center. Too bad he's not off center enough to be turned into an OC card. This is off center. Yeah, thin on the bottom. Thin on the bottom. Oh, man. Thin on the bottom. See, look at that corner and compare it to this corner. Fat corner on the upper right. Okay, same problem. Well, I do feel like I looked at these already, actually. Oh, Crystal Guardians Wigglytuff. You know, there's only 12 of these graded 10. Oh, man, it's got these light dots on the corners. I'd take the risk. I'd do it. PSA probably won't turn this into a 10. They're very harsh now, but I'd take the risk. Just because if you do get a 10, this is like a $350 card, and there's only 12 of them. I'd take the risk on this one. You know, they've got a very tiny dot here, very tiny dot here, very tiny dot here, but you never know. You never know. You got to test it out. You got to be brave sometimes. Here's Camerupt. I remember this. He was a holo when we didn't expect a holo. Yeah, he's got a tiny dot in the bottom left-hand corner. What set is this from? 2006, huh? I mean, I'd test this out too. I really would. Can you sell me my Blackbeard Manga PSA 10 on commission? Yeah, I'd be happy to do that, actually. That sounds fantastic. If you wait, we might be able to turn that one into a break. Yes. That might be a good break. Here's Bonnet. Okay, Dark Flareon. Oh, man. I'm scared. Nowadays, PSA is so harsh. This looks like a 9. This deserves to have an actual grade written on it. How's it going, everybody? We're doing pre-grades for a bag for Mr. La Flame. We have no orders in the queue currently. That's why we're working on this. It's so close. This is so close. I can, like, taste it. I'd send it out. I mean, if it was my card, I'd send it out. I would. Okay. Mr. Javier wants to sell that Blackbeard, huh? I got you, fam. That should go out. Easy 10. Not anymore. No easy 10s anymore. What are you talking about? Now, the problem with these classic collection cards is they do grade very harshly. And when they do grade 10, they don't go for an enormous amount of money. This one looks pretty clean, though. There you go. Changing your title multiple times might affect the viewers, mister. I know stuff like that used to matter. What are you saying? Are you saying your mama drama? All right. Good. Look what he's got so far. So this is what I've put together so far from this bag. A lot of big pulls in this bag. Dark Gyarados, huh? Nah, he's no good. 9. Charmander. Oh, he's got Dark Charmeleon. That's so cool. This guy's a 9. Oops. Trying to hold that in my hand. Dark Charmeleon. Ah, no, he's all terrible, dude. 6 on this guy. Meowscarada. Off center as hell. Here, let's, I know how to do this. Put this slab here. This is going to be like 8. Okay. Blastoise. Love that Charmeleon artwork, though. Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? Oh, no, he's terrible. He's like a 6. Okay, here's Pikachu. Lovely card. Nope, big white dot down there. Probably going to get a rough 8. Ooh, Dark Charmeleon first edition. All right, here goes. Man, I mean, he's such a good card. You might as well test it. Because even if it comes back 9, you can break even. I'd send him. But I'd say he's got a much higher chance of grading 9 than 10. He's got this white dot down here on the bottom left. Yeah. I mean, I think he's got a grade 9, to be honest. I think it's too far gone. 9. Okay. Jurassic Park vibes. We have no orders in the queue. If you want to have some cards open tonight, guys, no orders in the queue. That means short wait times. There are. Here's Scizor. I'm glad to be getting this work done, though. Probably an 8 based off of that centering. Just the centering. Here's Scizor. He's a nice common. Okay. See a rare? He's just a common. That's not bad. It's off-center, but it's good off-center, like it's close. See, it's got a speck right there. I don't know why it's got a speck there, but it does. Doesn't come off. That's too bad. I'm marking this down as a 9. Maybe PSA will clean your card. Hey, I wanted to buy the Prismatic Evolution Super Premium Collections. How much is it? Yeah, we got it in the menu right now. If you go to the menu under English Pokemon, look at the bottom of that list. Boy, looking at LaFlame's bag makes me want to offer some vintage cards for sale. Wow, that's really off-center. That's going to be 8. Okay. How about, what, any of these grade 10? No. 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 I'm going to say no. Don't really care about these trainers so much. Definitely not. Definitely not. Top to bottom is no good. No. 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 Of course. Of course the Paris looks decent. Sending an order. Hell yeah, dude. All right, we got orders incoming. Yeah, funny enough, though, this is a 9. The right 9 on this. Saving the trouble for the future. Busting our way through this, everyone, so have no fear. This shall be done soon, so I'm not going to stop working on this bag here. This one might actually get it. All right, the 10 on it. Balled out in Japan. Finished my Gushing Girls. Gushing Girls. There are. All right, here we are. Very nice. Now, I don't know if he'll spend the money to grade that, but Sometimes on these old cards you should. I've just pre-graded so many of Mr. LaFlame's cards. If he paid $3 for every pre-grade I just did, it would be like over $100 probably. Okay, so he's got some well-centered jungle cards going on there. Oh, bad corner here. That's so sad. Oh, Naughty Grimer. You should grade this with me. You should let me give it an A for authentic. He deserves to have a number put on him. He's that expensive that he deserves a number. Okay, just so that you know, he missed. Okay. Oh, this looks lovely. How about a print line? He got print line going vertically. No chance, ever. Okay. Off center. Very clearly. Oh, this looks good. Almost done with this bag, guys. Sorry about that. I'm so deep in now, I kind of want to finish it before I move on to orders. It's so sad. So many of these are graded 9. Okay. The victory bell looked good. A decision is made. You ready? He got back corner right here. See that little scratch? Okay, so he's no good. The 9. Save you the trouble there. How about this one? So he's got 3 of them. Nope, he's got bad corner. The corner in this case is actually bent. So it's like it's been bumped or something. Nope, this one's got the scratch. 9. Now, I got to get these last guys and then we're done. So some of these passed the centering test. Let's go ahead and get them a little further than the centering test. Sadly, this Pikachu will fail. He's got a bad corner on the right side. I'll say 9 on this. Okay, Victory Bell. Let's see how Victory Bell does. There's a subtle print line in the Victory Bell. It's actually kind of fat on the right side. It's got a dot on the back. No chance. I'm going to give that an 8, actually. Poor Victory Bell. Ooh. For those of you who don't understand what you're watching, you are watching these get pre-graded. And what we are learning is something we've always known, that PSA 10s are generally undervalued because you are not really seeing just how hard it is to get 10s on these. It is really hard to get a 10. And so when you see a PSA 10 and you think, why is there a big premium on that? Because it's really hard to get 10, bro. No, there's print lines on the back of this card. I'm going to give this a 9 for his benefit so that he doesn't have to look that up. Here is a Cubone, slightly off center, thinner on the right side. Nope, he's got a bad corner. That's going to be 9. Corner is bumped in this case, so PSA could actually give that a 6. See, this one doesn't have the bumped corner. That's good. Centering is slightly thicker on the left side, but that's okay. It's within the range. Okay, and that one looks really good, actually. So he's got a good one. Yay! I'm going to write 10 on this one, just because he might not decide to grade this, because sometimes people don't grade their commons. They go, it's just a common. And but, you know, if your common can turn into a 10, oftentimes that's a flip. It goes from, you know, costing you $30 to get it graded to selling for $60. So you net $10. Not much, huh? But if you sell them all day like I do, it all adds up to like $100 if you sell like 5 or 10 of them. Oh, Jigglypuff's a good one. Jungle Jigglypuff. Looking good so far. Although the edge looks like it's got nothing on it. There it goes. That was a piece of fuzz. You just never know what they're going to do with these cards, man. Because when I look, I see this on the edge. You want to see it? What is that? That's no good. Will they care about that? I don't know. What will PSA think about that? Will they say, no way, dude, that's nuts? I think he should be tested. I'm going to say 10 minus. I think he should be tested. If he was mine, I'd test him because I think the Jigglypuff is around $100 as a 10. So if he fails, you try to get your money back. If he succeeds, you make a profit. You flip. Okay, 10 minus for the Jigglypuff and Persian. Do you think Base Unlimited go up in value or just first edition? They'll both go up. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so your Persian's pretty good. All right, so that was me doing like 100 pre-grades for free for Mr. LaFlame. I don't think it was 100, but I would bet it was around 60. Pretty generous. How long did that take? 40 minutes? Yeah, we didn't have enough orders in the queue, so I decided to finally crack this out. Look at that. We got some nice stuff out of here. Hopefully some potential 10s with these. These are more like 10 minuses. But I would test those out because they're so close. They are what I call a borderline card. Let's get this music running. All right. That says LaFlame hits. Now that bag's going to say something new. That was cool. Do you think that base... I already read that. Mister, when are we going to play Elden Ring Night Rain together? That'd be neat. That'd be neat. Too bad I am completely maxed on time and have 0 time to do anything. Okay, we're going to say high value PSA 9s. So this just tells me what we're looking at. That's his hits, but they're all graded. Done, no pre-grade. He's got these bags over here. Like this says A. This is just going to be a bunch of commons, right? Orthworm, Baxcalibur, Fui Coco, Scyther. No, this is decent stuff. So you can see more stuff that needs testing now. Needs work. I'm communicating to myself because I'll forget what we did last. Whoa. 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 Let's just get these done right now. What the hell? Say, got some good stuff, man. All right. LaFlame hits. Needs work. Okay. LaFlame, and LaFlame A. Let's just take a quick look in this bag as well. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of stuff here. Knockley. Okay. So I think what I'm also going to do is now that we've done some of this work, I am going to timestamp this. Needs work. We'll want to timestamp this for Mr. LaFlame. Mr. LaFlame, if you actually watch this, you'll want to rewind. Where's that LaFlame channel? We have a channel just for LaFlame. Here it is. Okay. Needs work, needs work, needs work. How about this Dark Charizard? Let's see what's going on with this. Thing is, even if he can't grade 10, you probably send this one in, because as a 9, he's still pretty valuable. So this one shall be prepared to be mailed in. That one should definitely go. It's a first edition. And a small chance it turns into a 10 is a big deal. Okay. Very nice. And Dark Vileplume. I can immediately see a print line to the Dark Vileplume. The thing is, the Dark Vileplume is valuable enough that it can still do well as a 9. But I'm going to be honest, this one looks like an 8 to me. If it's a PSA 8, I am actually not so sure if you should send it in. I think that it might not be valuable enough as an 8. Very beautiful, though, but probably meant to go into a folder like this. See? So very beautiful, meant to go into a folder, I'm sure. Let me go ahead and do this for you. Put it into a nice top loader. And there we have it. So that guy looked pretty good. Okay, so these still need to be worked on. I got an idea. Let me put these in here. And I'll put these behind them because they will all fit. And then this will go into one of those other boxes. We're all done, guys. We're going to focus on orders again. Yay! This shall go into your done box. You have a done box. Remember that? Okay, and these will be in the front with the other one. You've got another one that's in the front that still needs work. So 2 boxes left, and then all of his cards are looked at. All of them. It's a lot of work. Better put a flame on this too, so there's no confusion. Just like that. Okay. And now we should grab this bag right here that says the flame. Pop this inside. There it is. So you got this bag and another bag just like it sitting over there. Okay, let's take a quick look at those orders, guys. Go. Lovely. Hit and refresh. Let's see what we got. Kendo Push Bro. So here's Mark. Mark Frieren. How are you today, Mr. Mark? For 1 Minecraft hobby pack. Ooh. One of these. You got it. Okay. Let's get snipping. Lovely. Yeah, it's hard to grade 10, man. Look at these 9s. I got all 9s myself. PSA got really vicious. Oh, you got a panda. That's what Tammy likes. She likes the panda. Here's Cobblestone. Wither Panda. Okay. Brother Radon about to spank booty cheeks. Elden, the new Elden Ring is fun. Panda? Yes, Panda Express. Could you explain the new Elden Ring? I feel like I still don't exactly understand what's going on with that. Like, it's a brand new game, or what is it? Is it like Tears of the Kingdom? Like, what exactly is it? You know how like Tears of the Kingdom just kind of reuses all of the, you know, stuff from Breath of the Wild, but it's its own game? Is it like that? Like, what exactly? Do you have to physically buy it? Like, what is it? You can give that panda to Tammy. You know what? I will go through all that trouble to pull this back out, pull this pack back out, and grab this panda for Miss Tammy. All right. Ah, yes. The benefits of being Tam Tam. There. I was reading about pandas, how they're not that dangerous because they're vegetarian. But that you should never approach one. But they don't, they're not predators, so they don't really target humans for food because they want to eat bamboo instead. Pretty neat. Not like polar bears. Polar bears want to eat you. They go, that guy's looking tasty. We have an order of Daniel Del Barrio spot on the Prismatic UPC break. Yes, did you guys know we have a UPC break? Let me show it off. You're the first one in, Mr. Daniel. Oops. You are the first one in. Here it is. 1 in 8 odds. Now, obviously, one of the spots is a star spot. So, it's technically two pulls of the break. And there you have it. You get this whole thing. You can tell me to ship it sealed. It'll cost an extra $5 to ship it sealed, okay? So we sold through one of these really fast in the daytime stream. It was pretty popular. Okay. Whew. Still a bear. I already started the first one. Don't leave a game unfinished. Haha, I love the first one. And it's the only FromSoft Souls other than Night Rain that I have beaten. What? No one knows what it is. No one can explain what Night Rain is. Is it just a DLC? Mr. DDB is back. What's up, Daniel Del Barrio? Nice to see you, man. You know who was here earlier, Daniel? Yesterday, Mr. Joey Maycumber came back and did a few orders. How cool was that? Joey Maycumber. Hadn't seen him in a while. Zell, sent for the Gyarados battle. All right, Gyarados battle's done, everybody. Carlos Chavez, custom scorecard. A Nikke one from my bag. Oh, really? All right, let's try that. Those are a little trickier than Pokemon custom scorecards. So you want a girly scorecard. Here we are. Did you have one in mind? Like, here's one, here's one. Who did you think was the sexiest girl? I'm sure we can do one for you. Pick like 3 good candidates and I'll choose. Oh, no. Whichever girls are most naked? I don't know. How do you pick a best candidate? This would be funny. Well, you don't want this one because it'd be hidden. So if you think about it, you want most of the image will be up here. The box down here will be covered up with the sticker. So it's got to be a girl where the action is happening above the half point of the card. You only see the top half. Okay, like this one might be hidden. Those two are good. Well, there's one on the left and one on the right. Do you have a preference? Okay. Yes, my cards. Okay, so looking like it is going to be. No, neither of them you choose. Oh, I don't know then. Okay. I feel like this one has the more visible breasts. But this girl looks more evil. You can also play solo. They're releasing a duo setting since it's a feedback. It's an Elden Ring roguelike with the... I don't know what a roguelike is. With the Fortnite Storm Circle. I don't know what that is either. You drop in, level up, and fight a boss at the end of the night. Oh, okay. So is it free to play? Or I mean, like, so it's a multiplayer game. Is that it? Oh, this is a signature. You don't want to cover up a signature. This card it is. All right, we've got it. It's a prequel within the Elden Ring main story. And is it a DLC? So it's like a game mode for the Elden Ring series. Oh my god, dude. Why do I sneeze so much over here? There's definitely something poisonous in the air, dude. Mister doesn't play Fortnite. You can't explain it like that. Bless, mister. I've been blessed. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. So I have not done this in a long time. This is my first time making a custom card in a long, long time. Custom scorecard. This side looks good. I've heard that game is kind of unfair solo. Okay, you ready for this? This is a work of art, everybody. If you want to run a successful business, you better have been good at arts and crafts as a kid. All right. So this is the template. This goes back in. What are you guys watching? This is a custom scorecard being made. In the past, most people who participated in the gym breaks wanted a custom scorecard. They cost $5. You pick a card, and I turn it into a custom scorecard. They're much fancier looking, and since they're on a nice card, they look really good when you eventually encapsulate them. Now, the rule is when you hit 100 gym breaks, it gets encapsulated for free. It's just made by hand, so it's not perfect. But it looks a lot better than just having an energy card. And it is very annoying making these. Now, how should I line this up? Because this is not a Pokemon card. Ew, not Labubus. When are you going to sell Labubus? I'm scratching my neck for one. I don't think we'll ever mess with Labubus. I didn't mess with Funko Pops either, you know, Funko Pops. What is Labubu? Is it like a bobblehead? Is it a plush? Like, what is it? What is it technically, like, categorized as? Is it a figurine? Okay, it looks like that's going to be it. Now, where do we place that one card? I want to see something. Here it is. Okay. I didn't even use a ruler for this. I just drew it by hand. I was just like, meh, about right here. It's kind of hard to pick the center, isn't it? Center is about right here. All right. That looks pretty bad. Now, win and loss. There it is. Last but not least, we need to put your name on it. So, your name would go probably up here, I guess. Carlos R. Chaveras. Okay, I did that as best as I could. Can't really see the V because it kind of blends in with the E. You can just put CC. I should have listened to you. I should have looked at the chat before I did that. All right. So there you are. You have a battle card now. What do you think of that? Now, wow, that only took like 30 minutes. See, again, that's why we had to include a price for having me make one, because people would come in, they'd request one, and then they wouldn't even use it. And it would take like 20 minutes to make one, so it was like this labor of love. But if it was for free, it was just too many people asking. So we had to include a price, or it just didn't make sense otherwise. So you've got a score of 1 loss. That actually transfers over here now. Oops, I'm going to write on the sleeve. You got a loss of 1. All right, good luck. It's a plush / keychain. So what would you say is making people go so crazy over them? Because I've seen a Labubu, and I think they're very ugly. It is not like sometimes you can make something that's like intentionally ugly, but this thing's just kind of lame looking. It doesn't have some sort of interesting redeeming quality. It's just kind of stupid. Like, at least the bobbleheads, which I didn't like those either, at least those had some sort of redeeming quality to them. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Carlos. Now when you're in a break, you get to use that card. Alex Silva, I have a bag. I believe it's in the extra section for A's. May I have 5 Final Fantasy Hidden Hopes and 5 From Nightmares? And a Poke Shuffle. You got it, Alex Silva. Mr. Alex, you shouldn't have. Boobs are gross. What? They've been around for a while, but it wasn't until a celebrity got one that people started going crazy for them. Yeah, makes me think of Beanie Babies a little bit. Ready? Cold. One cold one. 5 Hidden Hopes and 5 From Nightmares. Okay. There is definitely an interest in Final Fantasy cards right now. Interests are going up. Probably because that brand's doing well. It's getting attention with it being in the new Magic the Gathering Collector's Edition set. 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually sell a lot of Final Fantasy cards that are printed by the Final Fantasy company. So this is actually owned by Final Fantasy. This is good stuff, everybody. We skipping the Gyarados battle? No, we're not skipping it. It's just not. It's not time for that yet. We have to go in order. Here goes Alex Silva. He's been waiting a while. How long did he wait? He waited 20 minutes. That's not too bad, actually. All right, Alex Silva. Squishmallows. They make Pokemon collab stuffed animals much better value. We are. If it's not a card that I can grade, then it's not valuable. It's got to be gradable. Pokemon games, they're gradable. Oh, that reminds me. I own some graded Pokemon games. I need to sell those, dude. That's another thing I could sell before I move. I didn't even think about it. Okay. Now, what do we got? Here's Drace. Oh, Cloud as well. Nice. So you got Drace, Cloud. Probably get a sleeve on that Cloud for you. Labubus come with a gradable card. Here's Noct. Graded games, pointless. Sandworm. I don't think they're truly pointless. I mean, they're definitely, if it's truly a game sealed in its original case, there's definitely a sort of nostalgia to that. And then they're very displayable. I mean, from like a history museum perspective, they're no different than, for example, iPhones that are still in their original seal, right? People just get excited for that kind of stuff because they really love those things. Products that change the world. So no, I don't think they're valueless. What I don't understand is modern video games getting graded. That doesn't make sense. All right. Whoa, Andy Man with 5 memberships. Scoreboard, donations. Andy Man. Here it is. So you're going to go up by $25. Is that right? So you're at $75. This. They call him Andy Man the Generous. Sarah. Kuja, Warrior of Light. I said pointless anyway, not valueless. What? You can't beat me with semantics. Here's Tonberry, Pish, and Flan Barrett. All right. Barrett was not a rare card. Thank you so much for the big order, Mr. Alex Silva. You think people put some more focus on these Final Fantasy cards as we approach the Magic the Gathering time period? With the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasies? Or do you think people will just be wanting to open that? Okay. You said I might have trouble finding your bag. Okay. Wait, he's right here. No, you're not. What did we do that made it hard to find you last time, huh? Oops. Plenty of room in here. So, are you up top? Is that what it is? What is it about you that's hard to find? I had to reach really far for that. Alistair. Is this expired? Dude, where is Alistair, dude? And here's an Alana Bale. That is expired. Alana Bale is expired. Wow. He just expired. So you're right. I'm having trouble finding your stuff. And you warned me about that. I have a bag. I believe it's in the extra section for A's. The extra section for A's. We don't have anything like that. We did this last time. I know we did this last time. Wouldn't be the ANs. It's not over here, is it? That's all Caleb Ibarra. Ah, you're not in the extra section for A's. You're just in the overflow section. They're yellow boxes. Good tip, though. You probably saved us like a good 3, 4, 5 minutes of mad, angry searching for nothing. Goose hunting. I call it goose hunting. So you probably saved us a couple minutes just by mentioning that. Good job on that. All right. How about a new slab up on the table? If I can find one. Here's a Chikorita. This is from Merlin 3, an extremely rare Pokemon sticker card set. Merlin 3. This one graded 9, so not going to be worth quite as much. Got you, Overflow. The Overflow boxes, they're yellow. The tip that they're yellow would be an instant giveaway because they're pretty much the only yellow boxes on the table. Chikorita, Merlin. It's an odd place to keep your bags. Ultimately what it means is we completely ran out of room for everything. So, looks like there's nothing like this for sale on the market. I just get to pick a made-up price. How about, well, I know if it was me shopping for it, I wouldn't be interested in it if it got too expensive because it's only a 9. Let's do a moderate $40. I think it's pretty good because if you didn't know this, these booster packs are very expensive. They cost, I think, more than 40 anyways, and they don't all pull hollows. So this is what I consider a deal. That's supposed to be enticing. It's probably pretty rare. Okay, what's next? We're all done with the PayPal queue. There's no more orders in PayPal. Now we have an order from Andrew Martin, the Gyarados Gym Battle. You got it, Gyarados Gym Battle. Now where did I put him? Here it is. Oh, yeah. There's actually another gym battle that you could jump into. Let me show you what that is. Back here. This is a 3-person gym battle. $34, not 3-person. This is a 3-slab gym battle. Omar's already in it. He's waiting for someone to join. You get these 3 slabs if you pull it. So that's for $34 to get into. 3 slabs. All right. That's been pretty popular. You guys have been enjoying those. Now, Jack, you're going to be on this side. And Mr. Andrew's going to be on the right side. You need to find some time to reorganize. I'm always reorganizing a little bit. It's a surprisingly organized setup. It's not the organizational skills. It's the fact that there's too much. There's simply not enough physical space around me to sustain what we're doing. It's too much stuff. But I think when we move, I'll have a chance, and we won't move for like 6 months, but I think when we do move, I'll have a chance to redesign things once again. And it'll be good. Let's see. Andrew. You had a card, right, Andrew? Did I miss it? Ah, here it is. Andrew Martin. Good luck. We're going to be using the modern cards for these. Gotta get that guy to pop out a little bit. Okay, there it is. Oh, I'm sad that you guys don't donate more cards to this Gym Break deck. Don't you want it to be larger? Donate even holographic cards. Those are not very valuable. And if you have like a card, maybe like this one, you can look for it to be like really off center and then donate it because you know you're not going to grade it. Yeah. But I want the audience to participate in that. I want them to, interact with it. We put your name on the card that you donate. Here goes. The deck gets more fun the more, the fatter it gets. So, bloop. That's Mr. Jack picking up Zamazenta and Andrew picking up Rapidash. First round goes to Jack. Okay, that was pretty solid. Second round. Eradicate. He's not very good, but he beats Clam Pearl. He's got a switch now. He's definitely winning. And there's Garchomp. So Garchomp and the energy card are spent. I believe he gets to keep the switch, right? The switch actually carries on until he uses it. It's a trainer card that he's allowed to use. Yeah, so he's allowed to swap your Pokemon out. You ready? So you could be in trouble. Let's see what happens. Lugia, he's probably going to use that switch. And Gyarados. Now, he's supposed to beat you, Andrew. Jack's supposed to beat you, but you've got the switch card. So since he's winning, you're going to switch it with the top card. That's how it works. You ready? He can still beat you if he gets a card better than the Gyarados. Oh, it's a tie. Oh my God, dude. So you've used your switch, Mr. Andrew, and now it's Tyranitar and Gyarados, and it's a tie. So actually we go into another round. So here it is, the tie-breaking round. Look at that, guys. Ready? Okay, okay. Togekiss, 150. Oh, no, you got an energy card. He's getting the energy cards, man. And... oh, not the Clam Pearl. No, not the Clam Pearl. The Clam Pearl has brought so many empires to its knees. Clam Pearl, the worst Pokemon. It's only 60 HP, like an old vintage card. Jack Woodworth is going to take this round, Mr. Andrew. Sorry, man. Congratulations to Jack. The Clam Pearl comes out after an energy card, too. The energy card gets you all psyched up, like, I got this in the bag, you know? But then the Clam Pearl's like, no, you don't. Dang, dude. Not the Clam. All right, Jack, lucky day for you. I really thought that you were going to lose. I thought he was. I thought when the Switch came out that Andrew had it in the bag, to be honest. All right, Andrew. That sucks. Your feints are higher than your wins. All right. And Jack, we're going to put this away over here. Okay. Oh, how do I... last name is Woodworth. How do I spell that? Just the way it sounds, right? Woodworth, yes. Clam Pearl makes you cry. That was an exciting ending. So this means we are in search of a new gym break. Cool. All right, all right, all right. Ooh, it's a bit of a slow stream, man. It is a slow stream, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and hand out this giveaway now. I guess it's always more exciting when the stream's got like some huge line. Everyone's opening like a bazillion things, but just how it is. Here's J-Dog, Mr. J-Dog. How about some free ones, guys? And Bear in the Woods, Mr. Bear in the Woods. Okay. Very good. Hey, it's Tim. What's up, Tim? So let's get our little dice out. Who's going to take this free card home? That's nice. Landed on 2. That's Tammy. Tammy, you did it. You got the Metapod. Ta-da! Oh, that's so nice. Whee! Tammy's Metapod rich. Okay. Wow. Harden. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. Let me set a nice order for Lord of the Rings. Oh, lovely. So lovely. What is this? Pikachu. What? I didn't know I had that over there. What am I hiding over here? Look at this execute. Like, why is he even over here? I don't know why he's over here. I think this could be the next break right here. This classic Squirtle. Sent a nice order for Lord of the Rings. Let's see. So I really want to introduce star cards into the gym break. I think it's a clever move. It makes it so that there is actually always a pull for the other person. And the question is, how large of a pull should it be? If it's $10, then every 4 breaks would be 1 star card. 4 times 2 is 8, so it'd be like an 8 spot break with a star. I think that sounds fine. Yeah. So the star card should add $10 to the break then. So gym break with an additional $10 in it. So let's take a quick look at this classic Squirtle. Tag 10. Squirtle. Tag 10 Squirtle. And classic. There we go. Okay. He's kind of cheaper. Okay, I've got it ready to go. Just kind of peel that off. Sounds spicy. So the gym breaks are changing to include a special kind of star card where it's a quarter star card. How do you draw a four-way star? I guess I'll just do the usual star. There it is. All right, so it's $29 buy-in, 1 of 2, and a star spot. Here's a cute card. Okay, let's hit refresh. The Spice Melange. Mr. Alex Silva bringing in the big order here. Wow, $96 order, guys. Let's see what it is. Lord of the Rings, Magic the Gathering, collector booster. Ooh, I'm almost out of those. I'm scared to restock them. You think I should restock them? I'm actually scared to reprice them even. Here we are. Very nice. I know that set's been traveling up over time, so yeah, it scares me. Oh, and on this, I need to put a black exclamation mark, an obsidian exclamation mark. There it goes. That's how I find it when it's on the table, because as it gets pushed to the back, you can see that standing up. Stunden. Ready? Mr. Alex. Ooh, Alex with the big orders, man. Very good. Okay. Now, what do we got here? Great Hall of the Citadel. Ent's Fury. Doesn't look like an Ent. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Relentless Rohirrim. Ring Sight. That's cool. I like that one. Council Deliberation. Swamp. The Ring Goes South. Delighted Halfling. Sirdon the Shipwright. Faramir Field Commander. White Tower of Ethelion. Orcish Bowmaster. Peregrine Took. And Smeargle, Helpful Guide. Ooh, that's the last card in the pack. What do you think of that? Still got that prismatic break? Yes, we do, and there's people in it now. Getting closer. Nothing but shorts. Jump on in, man. Here's Peregrine Took. Here's the Orcish Bowmasters. Do you like it better when I sleeve every single one of these? It's a pretty pricey pack not to sleeve them all, you know. $100 pack, you don't get sleeves. Somebody cut a Trump pack for science. Yeah, by the way, guys, we have a thing going on. The Playboy Bunny Trump booster packs, they're $10 a piece. And if you cut a Donald Trump in half, ooh, we should have a roll in Discord for that. If I was to create a challenge roll in Discord for cutting a Donald Trump card in half, what would that roll be called? We are Ring Sight, Relentless Rohirrim, Haunt of the Dead Marshes, Ent's Fury. It's got to be cheeky. Whatever the title is, it's got to be cheeky. It's got to be tasteful. Great Hall of the Citadel. Orange Snipper. No. January 6th, Part 2. It can't be too heavy, you know what I'm saying? It can't be, because some people really don't like that guy. It's got to be lighthearted. How about Impeached or something like that? Impeached. All right, there we go. There you go. All right, that's for Mr. Alex Silva. Let's see. It's got to be lighthearted. There it goes. Impeached is perfect. There we go. All right. I like these challenge rolls because I feel like it incentivizes people to have fun with certain types of booster packs rather than maybe strictly opening booster packs for like, oh, I'm going to pull Charizard and Gengar and Umbreon. They go, man, I want that funny roll in Discord. New president. Well, maybe there should also be a roll if you pull the Donald Trump card and grade it so that you can choose between the two rolls. So, like, if you cut him in half, which is obviously the much harder roll to obtain because it's much more expensive, maybe that's the impeached roll. And maybe, what would be the roll if you decide to keep him and grade him? Third term or something annoying. All right. Well, we are 2 hours and 20 minutes into this nighttime stream, and I am out of orders. But I'm not out of work. Since I normally do stuff during this time period, I'm going to go ahead and continue working on the Flames grading, everybody. Getting close to getting it all done. Why don't we work on this over here? The impeached roll. Cut a Donald Trump card and cut a valuable Donald Trump card in half. Okay, here goes. So we're going to start looking around for stuff that's probably valuable. Probably Jolteon. Dust Noir, Sylveon. Nah, probably not. Tyranitar. I mean, Tyranitar's cool. Seeking. Slowking, Jolteon, Umbreon, Jolteon, Execute, Applin, Execute, Master Ball, Larvitar, Master Ball, 2 Goldens, the Mask, Master Ball, Leafeon, Screamtail, Umbreon, Heatran, Halle Floodamane, Pikachu, probably not worth it. We still got Prismatic, man. We still got that Prismatic. It's on the menu. Haven't seen it gotten open in a while. Maybe the price will fall on it over time. What do you guys think? Like him or not, a Trump card is still a collection booster. Oh my gosh, what if instead of cutting it, you drill it and you get the Drill Baby Drill roll? That would be pretty good too. I like that. Creative. Drill Baby Drill. We are. Maybe you can get the Drill Baby Drill roll in general if you've just drilled a certain percentage of cards. Boy, Joey Albrecht deserves that roll like immediately, like 3 times over. So this says B because these are B tier cards. Ready? We're going to keep going, guys. By the way, if you want me to open any cards at all for you guys, we have no wait times right now. Now's the perfect time to send in an order and get some stuff opened. Almost time for work. Master Ball. Shaman's Key. He's off center. I can see it immediately. Well, there's a stamp down there. I've never seen that before. They got a Pokemon stamp on the Chinese cards. Why do the Chinese get all the cool Pokemon cards? I don't get it. Okay. Mister, don't give up. I like that. What do you like? You like the idea with the Trump cards? Okay, Umbreon, that's nice, Umbreon. There is one thing people definitely buy, and it's Umbreon. Master Ball Espeon, I didn't know he pulled that. That's pretty good. Oh, man, he was I remember this. He was opening these. I'll take a look at that for him. No. I don't know what this song is, but I'm getting amped up, man. Nah, doubt it. Okay. About to clock in. Sounds good, man. Okay. Next bag. So what you're watching, I'm beginning with the bag sort. First, what we're doing is we're isolating all of his valuable cards. This is somewhat valuable, not that valuable. The lesser valuable cards are placed into bags that are then labeled B, so that we know that they're not as valuable. Okay, so this will go into a bag titled B. Okay, another bag. Crazy how Umbreon made Umbreon so expensive and popular. Oh yeah. Good. Umbreon. Archilodon, Umbreon. I don't know if that's gradable, but we'll set that there. This looks nice. I mean, I would probably consider grading that. That's some cool music, man. Better slow them down. Okay. A Master Ball. That's a Pokeball of the Umbreon. That's pretty rare. Oh, ooh. We like Mr. Flame, man. He's giving us some serious business. I can see it as we're going through these. I can see it. Okay, Psychic Showdown. I feel like when LaFlame opens stuff, we really need to have this system put into place ahead of time where we sort his stuff for him like this and just get it done when he places an order so that it doesn't all have to be done later. And, it'd be interesting if I was just doing this for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I think people would appreciate my skill in card sorting, card assessing. If you think about it, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing card assessment. Oh, he's got some cool stuff here. Oh, so many Ogre Ponds. I can't believe how many Ogre Ponds this poor man pulled. He probably doesn't want that. He tends to give up his holos. Looks like some holos snuck into the bag this time. I have him keep his Umbreons, though. I don't think that's gradable. Okay. Did you guys know this? We had solo leveling booster packs on the menu. Go check that out if you haven't looked before. All right. Oh, another one. Very nice. He has quite a few cards that would be something that you might consider grading. Oh, that's nice. We have to consider these as well. Thinking about going back to sleep. You going back to sleep? Damn, these are fat bags. He goes deep, man. He goes deep. He's a big part of our community. He's a big part of our group. I like it when he goes this deep, and that's why I'm doing all this extra work for him that I don't do for everybody. Because he's international, and I know he appreciates me taking the time out to assess these from across the world, so that there's a value to having them remotely opened, and here we are, last bag. Again, I'm going to confiscate these holos from him because I'm pretty sure that's what he would have me do. Where did I just place these? I'll place it over here. Oops. Yeah, he usually tells me to give up the holos. Now, here we go. We've got all this. That's nice. I don't really understand what's expensive when it comes... Like, that looks kind of nice. I don't really understand, though. Ooh, that is nice. That's gradable. That's a case hit. I recognize that. Master Ball Jinx. Okay, I recognize this. That's the 151 Dan to Dan. Okay. Again, I don't really know what to grade with the Dan to Dans either. Much of the Weiss stuff is pretty cheap, actually, except for signatures. Okay, so I'm going to mark those as B. So now we've gotten the A's and the B's separated. The SP event you passed over. Don't look it over. What's an SP event? Tell me what an SP event is. I'm going to go looking for it. This one? Is it this thing? Maybe it's this thing. SP event. It's got to be that, right? The Dan to Dan, you'd grade an SP. Yeah, right. So let's see. SR, triple R, SR, 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 SR. That's right. They don't have signatures, but they still have SPs, don't they? Okay. Well, luckily, none of those actually were SPs. Yes, sir. You found it? Okay, good. Very nice. Thanks for letting me know. That's why I say that when we're looking, because I don't really know what exactly we're looking for. Big B's on these bags, so we know that they're mostly stuff that you just probably won't be grading. Mister, you're a good guy. You're a good guy. Are we hugging? I love you. What do we have here? So this is Chinese something. Chinese 151. I don't know if he wants these Chinese 151 hollows. I doubt it. Those were not Master Balls. Now, here we go. So here's our A pile. Kind of these top loaders off to the side. The top loaders make the whole pile hard to handle. EV, Ogre Pond. Okay, there we go. I found out my clean pee is valuable to junkies on probation. What? Trey, we gotta get you out of the city, man. Junkies on probation. You're wild, dude. Just getting that hustle in, huh? Be careful with that. If they can point to you and say this guy helped me cheat, they might find you liable for something. This might not be worth it ultimately. Hey, gotta make money somehow. Yeah, you'll make money going to work, man. That's the way to make money. You know, doing like an oil change on a car. We just paid a lot of money for an oil change. You know why it was so expensive? Because we did the oil change at the actual dealer. We're having the dealer assess our car. We're preparing to sell it. Mister, when I first met you, thought you were egotistical. Then I realized you were a high-value male. Welcome to my Alpha Male podcast. You got to let these females know that you're a high-value male with options. You're funny, man. I mean, everyone has a bit of ego, you know. And I think the older you get, the wiser you get as well. To a certain degree. Here you are. Ooh. I think some of the most important moments getting older, growing up, is just realizing, you know, much of your personality and like your faults just revolve around like your identity, your weaknesses, like what you're addicted to, what you struggle with. So the way your identity, your weaknesses, and how you were raised plays a big role. So if you had really good parents, it's easy. You're well adjusted. If you had bad parents like me, you have to be like, don't act that way. It's bad, you know. But it's not as simple as bad, you know. It's like problems with like self-worth or like feeling, feeling like secure or something like that. Trusting people. That's probably one for me right there. I'm not a big truster. Let's see. You could probably sense that. Here's this white dot here. All right. Here we are. Every day, I let my wife know I'm the alpha male by showing her my Pokemon card collection. There you go. It's funny, dude. So this is going to say 9 on it. Okay, that's a 9. Let's get that slab back over here. So, oh, nice. We have an order in the queue for Ivan Rodriguez. What's up, Ivan Rodriguez? I think I had kind of a realization as I got older that what everyone really wants is to just be loved, like the way a child wishes to be cared for. Classic collection Chansey. And so, you know, I think that as we turn into adults, we just become a more sophisticated baby. That's it. We're a more sophisticated baby. But we're still effectively that baby, you know what I mean? We never stop being that baby. Ah, here we are. Wow, you found that. How did you find that? You must have been looking at the older part of the stream. Or something. Holy cow, man, you're good at that. There you go. You shouldn't be paying for oil changes, but you're talking about your old car. Yeah, that's for the old car. We're getting ready to sell it, so it's getting all cleaned up. It's going to be detailed soon, And we've already had offers on it, so there's definitely interest in it. Here we go, you ready? The next one. This nice Mewtwo. Welcome to my Alpha Male podcast. There we go. All right. What do we got? Yeah, everyone has what I call like an Achilles heel, like this thing that you're fated to do badly. There. All right. I think my biggest problem is I'm too humble. So, ooh. I struggle with that a lot. Sometimes girls approach me and they're like, you know, they're always trying to hang out with me. And I'm like, I'm married. So, weird. Here we are. What happened was our parents grew up in broken homes and we are the descendants of those transgressions. I don't think it's this, I think it gets even more like abstract than that. I think it's just the fact that humans are just this chaotic sort of like part of nature. We're like, you know, like we evolved out of nature. We have faults. We have like imperfections, chaos, maybe if you want to call it chaos, whatever you think fits. So I think we came out of nature and we have all these like faults because we're just, you know, sort of like this natural selection animal. And so we're a hodgepodge of genetics that do this and that. And as a result, humans just aren't naturally good to each other, you know? Yeah. And this causes all kinds of psychological issues and issues at work and whatever it is you got a problem with in life, addiction this, addiction that. Maybe you're a dickhead. You know what I mean? Maybe nobody wants to be around you. That's a real thing. Maybe nobody wants to be around you. I think that you end up going homeless. If you're bad at work and no one wants to be around you, that's a terrible combination. Here's 9. Let's say you're a really bad worker, but people love to be around you. You'll never go homeless. Because somebody will always be like, yeah, just stay with me, dude. But if you are not somebody fun to be around, you will inevitably be kicked out. They'll be like, you got to get a job and go away. Slightly off center on the back. Might still be within the range of a 10. I would definitely send this one out, Mr. LaFlame. Mistress, the sun up for you yet? It's 4:30, so we have at least a full hour together. Okay, let me timestamp this as well for Mr. LaFlame. Oh, I didn't even leave a link when I pinged him the first time. Okay, so hold on. Let me edit this. Oops. Two 2.38.00. Whew. Let's see, any other new orders? No. Just a slow Wednesday. So we got 9s on these, unfortunately. That's kind of how it goes. And we got, these are looking like they could be 10s. Not guaranteed to be 10s. Now we got this big stack here. You ready for it? It's bright as heck for me. All right. Okay. Ready? Aha. Okay. I feel over the years, though, my brain has gotten real good at sort of like, I feel like my brain has an intuitive sense of like people. I don't know how to describe it. We are. I can sense something, you know, related to like what they're wanting, what they're needing. All right, that's looking like a 10. Now, I don't truly know if Mr. LaFlame would want to grade all these non-Charizard 10s. I honestly don't know if that's worth that much. By the time it gets back, it might not be worth that much, but this one's a 9. Right, like I can almost sense when a guy has a wound from the past, or maybe from the present. Maybe he broke up with somebody, like a wife or a girlfriend. I can almost sense it. I have like a third eye for it at this point in life. And it's too bad. Here, what do we got? Okay. That's real borderline. If it was mine, I'd send it out. But that's real borderline. I'm going to say 9.5 on that one. It's too borderline. This dungeon's taking forever. What? It's 4:30 for me. We have TCC affiliates away in every time zone. What? So we'll write down 9.5 on this to express how I really feel about it. All right. Very nice. You know, so I was saying I can almost detect it on some guys, and it kind of boils down to you can sort of sense like anger. It's always anger, actually. It's deep down, it's just anger. And but the anger is typically it's actually being expressed because they're not feeling angry. They're actually feeling pretty upset. They're feeling like sad or something. And men just don't express sadness with tears. We don't do it because it's not manly. Some guys do it like Jordan Peterson, and then you go, oh my God, all this guy does is cry. You know what I'm saying? But guys don't do that. Guys get angry. And so you can kind of sense it off some guys, you know what I'm saying? All right. I think this one sort of has a chance at a 10. I think there's guys out there looking sort of like for a purpose or something like that. And maybe that purpose is supposed to fulfill some problem that they're going through. And so there's just tons of guys like that because that's how the world works. It's just there's tons of guys and not enough fulfilling lives for everyone. Yeah. And girls are a little bit different, but you can kind of sense when a girl has problems too. It is. Because they get super defensive, and or the other thing, they will want a lot of attention, and they'll want it in some particular way. Those are the telltale signs. But guys, it'll be like anger and frustration. Okay. All right. I think he has a chance at a 10. I'm not gonna lie, I get pissed off. Tears come out. Freaking crybabies. Here's this girl. Looks good. So the only problem with this bag, or these cards, I don't really know if LaFlame would want to grade so many of these modern 10s. See, like these Umbreon Hollows, I think that they're probably worth a little extra, but I don't know if I want to grade every one of these Umbreon Hollows. Let me pull them out real fast. There's quite a few of them. Those two Pokeball 10s. Now this is a hollow, this is a hollow. This is a hollow. These are hollows. They are. But you know, you hear about these guys that go on to do like mass shootings or like cars driving into people, or, you know, they join some extremist thing online, and people always say that thing, oh, it's mental health, it's mental health, it's mental health. I think to a degree it is. It's not incorrect. I think men's mental health is really poor these days. Too much isolation is not such a great thing. I think men used to like go to church and be kind of like socialized by church, and they used to get married and be socialized by their wife to some degree. And now it's like no one's doing that anymore. So you get a real sense of frustration and bitterness from people. You really do. Feels like I'm 36. Some of you guys are older than me. Some of you are younger than me too. But I get a feeling times have really changed. I have a good memory for the past, sort of like the feeling of the past. There is definitely a colder feeling in the air. Or maybe a drier feeling. I don't know how to describe it. Feeling like all of the good feelings have evaporated. The world is changing. Yeah. When I got super pissed off, I start laughing hysterically. Yeah. Quality of life and feeling a purpose way down. Quality of life, I don't know if it's necessarily that the quality of life specifically it's gone down. Like we got video games and TikTok and air conditioning and fat food and skinny food and every type of drink that you can imagine. And yet the happiness has definitely gone down. Dang, dude, 2 white dots on those. Happiness has definitely gone down. And I think it's just, there is a part of the human brain that you cannot medicate with video games, TikTok, and material goods like Pokemon cards, for example. There's this part of the brain that needs to be satisfied by having people in your life who care about you and feeling like people know that you have respect or that you're important or that you have some sort of worth. And people are not able to fulfill that. And everyone wants it. It's like a currency almost, you know, to be known and to matter, you know, like people care about what's going on in your life, or like you do something important for other people, you know, and there's just so little of that. But the internet and all that isolates us, and you sit on that internet and then you start reading all this extremist material, the juice, or maybe you read some other thing, you know, whatever it is. Everyone's got extremist ideologies left and right. Maybe you're, you know, like the white supremacist movement and all this other stuff. And people get into that because being angry together is like, at least that makes you feel like you're doing something. That's way off center. Ta-da. Here it is. I got an obsession too. It's called Pokemon card collecting. It's a very good obsession. You know why? Because you never get in trouble for Pokemon card collecting. It's a very benign sort of activity. You never get in trouble. All those other things lead you in a bad way. You never get led in trouble when you're just enjoying your cards. Well, maybe your wallet suffers. I think your wallet does suffer. I think this is too off-center, actually. Cody Mister's channel is different in a good way. Materialistic things aren't everything. Kids ain't out playing with each other like they used to. Everything is tablets and phones now. Everything's definitely tablets and phones now. And we're more... Oh, Sarah's here. We're more connected as a result, but we're more disconnected, too. We are. Did you guys hear about that height filter coming to Tinder? What do you guys think of that? God, dude. All right. Tinder opening up the eugenics program as we speak. Miss Sarah, she ordered 8 Poke Shuffles and 40 on Slab Away. You got it, Miss Sarah. 40 on Slab Away. Oops, that's not Slab Away. This is Slab Away. I'm going to scroll down here. Miss Sarah. Your thing is going down to 225. Thank you so much. And 8 Poke Shuffles. How do you value PSA 10 versus CGC 10? If it's pristine CGC 10, to me, that's very similar to a PSA 10. But if it's CGC Gem Mint, that's sort of like, it's better than a PSA 9, but worse than a PSA 10. Here we are. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not a lot of room on the table. Okay, ooh, Clefairy. Cold. All right, you got a Clefairy 8 -5. That's to the star card. Now, I know what this Clefairy is. I'm pretty sure. It's not a bad pull. You actually did well here. I think you pulled about $40. You're going to like this card. It's a nice card. Here it is. Is this it? This is it. That is base set Clefairy. Ah, probably one of the only really good Clefairies to pull. That's not so bad now, is it? PSA 8 Clefairy. Beautiful. Thank you, Sarah. There it is. We're too comfortable. The notion of working hard for something and being rewarded has been lost. The key is working towards something for long-term reward and quality dopamine releases. Yeah, there's all kinds of problems, isn't there? I mean, there's a variety of problems. But I think I was speaking more on psychological issues, not just easy access to technological dopamine, right? Like dopamine addiction, whatever, right? Like actually, that's a whole conversation. All this adult entertainment, what does it actually do to society in the long run? It makes you wonder, because we've never had that before. That's basically been recently invented. All this adult content, OnlyFans and all that, that's a new thing. So we don't really know what the effects of all that is. It might be quite powerful. And is it a good change or is it a bad change? And I'm not going to presume one over the other. It's just something to really ask. So I don't know if we should even be checking these ARs because I don't think they go for a lot. The Japanese ones, especially early on, they shouldn't go for very much. How much store credit do I have? Okay, let's take a quick look. Lucas Lounge, $20. There it is. Maybe it'll have a positive effect. Maybe people will just be happy and great lovers, and maybe it will have a negative effect. Maybe it'll be like a dopamine issue, like we were just saying. It is. Here's Sam Azento. But it's definitely a brand new world out there, isn't it? And it reflects a changing world where it's not one facet of our life that technology has invaded. It's every facet of our life. Everything's been technologied. You got those robots coming out soon. Ooh, this one is so borderline feeling. I don't know. I wouldn't bother with it. It's just Sam Azento. I'd leave it alone. This hoot hoot. Now that the English set is out, the Japanese ones are cheap. Yeah, that was bound to happen. Now here's an important card, huh? Master Ball hoot hoot. Off center on the right corner. White dot. 9. 9999. All right. Yeah, how about that height filter, huh? Tinder height filter. That's basically just like eugenics, right? I don't know. I mean, it's not that deep, is it? Girls just want a tall guy. That's what's going on. Girls want a tall guy. Guys want a hot young girl, I guess, you know, like a girl who looks like a freaking, this is a dot there, so that one's no good. There it is. And that it becomes like a war between the sexes. How dare you? How dare you? The guys are all offended. You want a tall guy, a guy with broad shoulders, a guy who makes good money. You know, so it's just mudslinging. Right. Welcome to my Alpha Male podcast. Ooh, that's going to be a 9. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. That's actually a good card. 2 off center on the back, though. That'll be a 9. Now that the English said, I want a girl with long legs. 133 people here. Why are so many people watching? You guys watching because I'm talking? Oh, here we have Sarah. Is this shipping? Grading for my 2 mangoes and my Mewtwo. Also, opinion on where to send for best grade potential. Opinion on where to send for the best grading potential. You got it. Yes, when you order a pre-grade, I'll include that always. This is why you hire me to do the pre-grade. Watch how clever my eyes are. You ready? Because I've been doing this so long. Print line in here. Hold on. There it is. See it? Right there. Hard to see, but it's there. Now, I don't know if the grading companies would notice that, but I caught that. So what that means is this one definitely would not go to BGS because BGS would not give this a good grade. Maybe PSA would. Depends on how good PSA's gotten at grading. So this would be like, in my mind, a 9.5. If you send it to PSA, you're basically anticipating that they'll miss that tiny little line, that very subtle line. But you know it has a chance for a 9. And it's a bud to you, so you don't really want to grade it because he's not valuable enough, really. So, you know, I'll give him a 9.5, and then I won't send him out. That's why I would recommend, because at the cost of grading, it's not really worth it. Okay, is the sleeve dirty? The sleeve's dirty. Weird. Probably came from the factory that way. Even with my glasses, I'd be lost. Okay, there we go. So this card has lips, but it's also got this tiny dot down here and tiny dot down here. So unfortunately, he is also a 9. We're handing out tons and tons of free grades to Mr. LaFlame right here. LaFlame is one of the biggest customers on the whole channel, if you didn't know that. He's like in the S tier. This guy goes nuts, man. We really like him. This one's very nice. So this one's going to be sleeved up. I don't know if he likes to grade stuff like this. It is a Gaifu. I don't understand One Piece values, so I can only tell you that it looks like it's going to get a 10. And even then, I might be wrong, okay? You can do a giveaway with my tag, Goldine 10. What? A giveaway? That's such a cute card, though. Nah, this card's like a 9.5, but it looks more like a 9. That's too bad. So I feel like Murkrow, we don't need to test Murkrow. Wobbuffet, maybe. This is off center. Oh man, he's got a lot to test still. I kind of want to stop and take care of Sarah real fast, okay? So give me a moment. Miss Sarah, so grading for my 2 mangas and my Mewtwo. Okay, I think those will be easy to locate because they should be in this box over here, correct? Let's take a quick look, Sarah. Here's the Mewtwo. That was easy enough. And let's see what else we can find. Right here. Time for some pre-grades, guys. Pre-grades on top of pre-grades. Okay. Here it is. Mewtwo. Your Mewtwo will turn into a 9, possibly an 8, because the centering is so off. So I would call this like an 8.5 to temper your expectations. This could get an 8, in fact. When the centering reaches a certain off-centeredness, it actually falls from a 9 to an 8. So probably like an 8.5 on this one. Yeah, I'll write it on it. You could still send it out to grade because the reason I wasn't sure if I wanted to write it down is because if we actually do send this to PSA, I'm gonna have to get a nice fresh sleeve. We don't want to affect their grading decisions by putting numbers down. So let's go take a look at these. That's why people pay for pre-grades. Pre-grades are $3 per card. Okay, you ready? She has to roll, right? I don't need this. Okay. I still don't 100% know how they grade these cards, but I would say it looks slightly thinner on the left side. If this yellow border is creating a boundary that they're actually measuring the edges by, I would say send this to PSA, not to BGS. You can see there's slight off centering between here and here. It's very, very subtle. So I would expect potentially like a PSA 10 on this. I should write it on the actual sleeve of the card, not on the... I shouldn't write it on the... Here we go. 10. Because if I write it on this semi-rigid, I got to throw it away, and it just makes me sad to throw them away. They're not as cheap as penny sleeves are. Penny sleeves are cheaper. All right, and then finally your Blackbeard. Okay. The centering is nicer on this one. Let's check the back. So he looks really close. I think the centering top to bottom is slightly off. You see that? The bottom is slightly thinner than the top, very slightly. Once again, if that's true, if he really is slightly off-centered top to bottom, I'd go ahead and send him off to PSA. But he's much nicer, I think, than the other one. So this one is kind of like 10 minus. This one is a solid 10, but I don't think I would send him to BGS because I don't think you have any way to get the black label. Top to bottom left is thin too. Really? Because it looks almost... Do you mean like on this side? Because it almost looks like this is the thinner side. But clearly top to bottom right here to here is actually clearly off center. There you go, Sarah. So maybe 10 with PSA. Maybe 10 with PSA. Could be a 9. And this one will be 8.5. Now, if you're lucky, it's a 9. But if it's too off center, they'll turn it into an 8. That's why I say 8.5. It's sort of like a boundary card. Thank you, Sarah. I hope you found that helpful. And now you know what you want to do next. I would be sending those to... Actually, you know, I'd just go ahead and grade all 3 of them. That's what I would do, because the Mewtwo is still nice as a graded card. You know what I would do with the Mewtwo, Sarah? I would send him off to tag grading. It's a little bit cheaper, and it's a very good display. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not worried about it getting a 10, then just go for the best looking display. So I'd send him off to tag grading, and who knows, maybe they will be nicer with the off-centering. But he won't get a 10 either way. And then the other two guys, I'd send those to PSA. All right, here's Ogre Pond. I'm supposed to be grading these. And yeah, he's got white dots on opposite corners, so he's a 9. Here's Iron Leaves. Yep, he's like an 8. Very bad off-centering. I'm delirious. He don't know what he's looking at. I try to help Mr. with PSA. Okay, so here is Fan Rotom. Bit off-center. White dot on the back. He's a Master Ball, but I would not bother grading him unless he could get a very strong 10, because when it comes to stinky cards, you don't take risks on stinky cards. You take risks on good cards. God, dude. The print quality, man. The print quality is so horrible. Leafeon. Did the gym break with Jolteon go off? With Jolteon? No, that has not gone off yet. Nope. Okay. Been kind of a slow night tonight, guys. Slow Wednesday. But we're just chilling like a villain and doing some pre-grades for Mr. LaFlame. That's like an 8. Oh, man, that's so bad. Okay. Okay, now these actually, I really want to know about these. I'm very curious. The front's not that bad, even though it's slightly off-center. How's the back look? No, you got a big lip down here. You got a lip. Oh, you got a bad edge right there. That's too bad. All right, so definitely an 8. Okay. 8's at a point where you don't even want to test it, you know? Does this have scratches in it? Yeah, it's got a print line. That was like an 8. This is what I do, guys. This is what I do. I grade cards all day long. That's how my submissions come in, and, you know, what I do. Yeah, this card's immediately a 9. See a big white dot on the back. If someone gets 100 hits from English Pokemon, how many would get the black label on average in your experience? Not many. Maybe none of them. Okay. This one might just be a 9. This is so hard to do. Well, it's not hard to do. It's so hard to watch. So hard to watch because these Shining Legends cards are so expensive to open, and yet he is not getting 10s on them. But that is how it works, you know. Let's check the back. So the back has lips and kind of a white dot corner. I wouldn't risk it. It's an energy card. It's an energy card. So if it looks like a strong candidate for a 10, I would risk it. But if it's not a strong candidate, I would not bother. He's off-center. He's thin on the top from the front. The back is different, though. The card's in very bad shape. It's got these, like, markings, like it's been hurt by the machine. Mark this one an 8. Whoa, Shining Celebi. Let's get that music running again. By the way, would you guys like to talk about anything? We can talk about anything you guys want. And if you want to send an order, I would be happy to service that for you guys. What time is it? 4:55. About time to wrap up here. Sorry that we didn't get more orders today. You know, the daytime stream was super busy. This card has markings in it. Let me show you what I mean by that. It almost looks like dollar bill markings. Do you see that? So it's got these markings in it, and I don't know what causes that. Maybe being pressed up against another sheet or something like that. But this card's pretty clean other than those markings. And I would, it looks like Genesect might actually have a shot at a 10. He's going to be a weak 10 if he does pass 5. I'm too broke now. We are. Tammy. Tammy, you're going to have to get a second job. What would be your side hustle if you could do a side hustle, Tammy? it is. Famous mountain climber. This one's too off center, I'd say. Okay. It's a nice card, but that's too off center right there. Does that look off center to you guys? That's so funny. The other one's just slightly better, it seems. Oh, they're really close, actually. I could whip out my measuring stick. I've got a measuring stick. I'll say 9.5 on this. You know, test it out. You know, if you send one out and it gets a 9, don't send the other one out. See? Not sure how we get on it, but was just talking about the free climbing people that end up dying for the thrill. Ooh. Size hustle. I don't know. Tammy, I thought you said you were going to start selling your shampoo with the bath water in it or whatever. There. This card's looking great. This card's looking like a solid 10. Unless I missed anything. How much does PSA care about off-centering? They care a lot. They used to not care as much. Now it's even slightly off-center. You're in the danger zone. Some girls sell bath water. There. That's a 9. There we are. Who was it that's selling like shampoo or something like that? Sweeney or something? I can't remember. Who was it? That was in the news recently. It's definitely like an 8. What's the value on those modern shinings? They're getting more expensive over time. Oh, it's in terrible shape. Master Ball Espeon. Oh, please be a 10. I'd say the bottom's a bit thin, don't you think? Yeah. White dot on this corner and this corner. There's just no shot. Wow. Terrible. Why even open cards? Mr. LaFlame, I'm convinced. Who cares about opening cards? I'm just going to do 10 breaks because this is so ridiculous, dude. Like, look at this. This card is so cooked. Zoom. Look at that print line right there. You see that print line? How are you supposed to get a 10? Can't get a 10. They all got print lines and stuff. Little white dot there. Man. Slab breaks is where it's at, guys. I'm telling you. Because you got bad odds in Prismatic anyways. You get bad odds in every set. But at least when you eventually one day get lucky and pull the slab break, it is already a 10. It's a big deal. We're doing a pre-grade on a massive number of cards here. And discovering that they're all 9s. Sweeney Girl doing a Dr. Squatch collab. I don't know what that means. He is thinner on the right. I love the little Pokemon logo they got on that, huh? Complicated. Nice and clean on the back. Is it too off center though? This one's real borderline. I think it's too off center. I actually have a ruler I can use to get a better look at it. Bar soap. Chad, I'm headed to bed. I'm too tired to keep my eyes open anymore. Good night, everyone. This guy is about to miss out on the $1,000 giveaway at the end. This is a 9. What I mean to say is, have a nice night. I'm just kidding. Here's Heatran. Sweeney Todd, the Barber of Demon Fleet Street. The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. You're going to start winning like 6 dice on those breaks. 6 dies on those breaks. He just said 6 dies on those breaks. You know what's sad about these is if one of them's bad, they're mostly all bad because they were all printed on the same print run. You know what I'm saying? So if the print quality of one card is bad, its brothers and sisters had the same print quality. Okay. Terrapagos. This is an important one. Ooh, bright. Nope. 9 it is. I need to have like a stamp just go like that. Faster. So sad. He's a 9. Larvitar. Off center. Check the back. Yep, white dot. Do any of these not have white dots? Like, I feel like I could have just done this. I could have just started by checking for major problems like this. Bad, 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 bad. White dot. Should have just done that. I'm looking at them one at a time. These are all bad. Should have just looked for the white dot right away. Okay. Gotta learn to do this faster like a pro, man. All right. They all miss. How's this one? Mantine. A little off centering. He's kind of borderline on the centering. He can get 9.5. Okay. I like this. Is how PSA does the grading sometimes. I feel like this is how PSA does the grading sometimes. They are? No, they don't do it this fast. Yeah, this card's probably got a chance at a 10. I don't know if he wants to grade it, though. I don't know how valuable this is. It's a great looking card. This one looks really great. All right. The Flame, all you got to do is color the dots, and then you'll get PSA 10s all day. That's right. There you have it. This has been completed. These are just a bit too cheap for me to place a grade on them. Some of these got 10s, but I don't know if they're worth it. Well, that would just make them a B's, really. These are like B's. Grab this bag here. Wow, my brain hurts after that. That's why a PSA submission takes so long, by the way, because I do something like that for some of my cards, and it just takes forever, dude. A's, PSA 9s. Just like that. Look how that explains it so fast. Good cards. That will definitely not get a 10. All right, here's what we got out of that huge pile of cards. We got this guy's pretty safe. This guy's pretty safe. Whatever this is. And this guy, which actually I think he's probably going to get a 10, but there's a slight chance he doesn't. All right, so there we go. We got these 4 one-piece cards. And then we've got Shining Genesect, which is a little thin on the right down here. And Shining Volcanion, who looks overall pretty good. So these 2 right here. And then we've got this guy who I've deemed at 9.5, a bit thin down here. If he was my card, I'd try it anyways because I just love grading vintage. There's Ogerpon, which probably doesn't go for very much. But he's clean. It's always the Pokemon you don't want. Trying out the new toy. Yep. Okay, and this little Meowth. Looks well-centered. Okay. So that's what we pulled out. Now, you've got more Japanese cards that were a little ungraded in this little baggie here. But I don't know if I would bother grading some of those because they're probably selling just a little above the cost of grading. You know, they're probably selling for like 40, and you're going to make almost no margin on them. Especially, let's say you sell them on commission or something. I get away with selling them on the table with no eBay fee, so that's how I do it. For myself personally. Now, let's go grab his bag. It's an awfully fat bag at this point. I'm sure it's a strain on your eyes. Yeah, it's a strain. I'm actually kind of used to it because I did a lot for TCC grading. We didn't test this one, actually. Dark Charizard looked good, so that's nice. But, you know, he could be a 9. We'll find out. God, dude, plastic is so annoying. All right. Good. Cool. So we got a couple more cards ready to be graded. So true, Mr. PSA will give Gengar an 8, but Lechonk a 10. Yeah. That sucks. Hey, that is all yours, Mr. LaFlame. LaFlame just got hundreds of pre-grades. There's a little bit left. He's got some, basically he's got some vintage commons for me to look through. Vintage commons. That's what's left. And we could probably look through those if we really want to grade some of those. Whew. We had a nice long stream, although not very many orders. Pretty short on orders tonight, guys. That's all right. Again, the daytime stream was pretty crazy, and then we got this LA pre-grades done, so that was really good. And he's got some nice stuff to send off to PSA now. I think I could recommend some PSA gradings for him. I think I'm going to wrap up here, everybody. 6, you arrived just in time for me to wrap up. So, yes, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here and show up on the Thursday daytime stream. I hope to see you guys in the Thursday daytime stream. You should make a video out of this for all the people that come and complain about the pricing of slab breaks. Yeah, the slab breaks are, they have a premium. Sometimes they have a premium on them, you know, and the reason for that is because I bought the slab at the market price and I need to sell it over that in order to make a profit. Or maybe I want to, you know, maybe I want to reproduce that same break, right? So I break one and buy one the same day. See what I'm saying? All right. So I'm hopping off now, though. Had a great time with you all. I'll see you for the Thursday daytime stream. See you later.